to the masters. Break it down.
Yeah. The breaking of the glass means you know that I'm here to whoop some ass. I don't know about the freaking Yankees. They absolutely suck ass. I'm here to kick ass and take names. The Yankees are here to suck ass and probably lose. 2-hit last night, complete and utter trash. But that is your 2023 New York Yankees. Now, one thing I'll say is the last 4 games that I've streamed, they've won. Got Garrett Cole on the mound today. So there is a possibility. Of course, you know, the Yankees, they would need to score some runs. And, well, they don't do that ever. So it is what it is. But I was up early enough, going to the gym, did my shoulders today, shoulders, abs, cardio, ate my lunch, ready to rock and roll, about to open up a cold one here. There you go, little cold one, guys and girls. It's C4. It's not a brewski. We had our cheat meal last night, so no cheating today. But we'll see what the Yankees have in store for us today, and hopefully it is something good and not something crappy. You can take a look at the stats there on the page right there, and you can see that the highest batting average on our team, now Aaron Judge is hitting 291, but doesn't have enough at bats to qualify. 258 is the highest average on the Yankees. That is absolutely fucking pathetic. Absolutely pathetic that our highest average player is hitting 258. That is an absolute joke. That is a joke. You look up and down this lineup, the averages are pathetic and embarrassing. You got Josh Donaldson hitting 6. The guy's hitting 140. You know what that's the equivalent of? 7 hits and 50 at bats, okay? So he might be 14 for 100 on the year. That's probably what he is. And 9 of them are homers. You know, 9 of them are homers. So you know what we say about his freaking home runs?
Freaking dog!
Who gives a shit about 9 meaningless homers? The guy's inconsistent and he's complete trash. That's all I got to say about that. But appreciate y'all being here. And hopefully the Yankees can get something. TC Steele says, I can't get excited to watch paint dry. I mean, the Yankees. Yeah, I'll tell you, TC, after the game's over, you know, I got to mow the lawn. Looking forward to mowing the lawn. Way more excitement than this Yankee offense brings. But regardless, I'm here to bring you all the action or lack thereof. And we will have some fun today because even though the Yankees absolutely suck, I absolutely love calling these baseball games and I've had fun. And that's what I've tried to do more than I possibly can. Peter, thank you for being a member for 10 months. He says, you don't realize how valuable Judge is to line until he's out. No, you realize how valuable Judge is. I mean, the guy had one of the most historic seasons in the history of Major League Baseball last year. I think we all know how important Judge is. But the rest of the lineup is complete and utter garbage. And that's something that, you know, again, I'm going to do a video on it, but the Yankees lied to us. The Yankees lied to us. They absolutely lied. You know, they talk about how this is a World Series caliber team. Well, one of 2 things are true. If the Yankees and Brian Cash and Hal Steinbrenner say this is a World Series caliber team, number one, they're either lying to us. They're absolutely lying to us, which this is actually the lesser of 2 evils if they're just lying. Okay. Because the only other option is that they really believe this is a World Series caliber team, which shows you they don't know what the fuck they're doing in the front office of the New York Yankees. They have no idea what they're doing. They have no idea what a World Series team looks like. They have no idea what a World Series caliber team is. This team hasn't been to the World Series in 14 years, and year in and year out, they run it back. And year in and year out, these guys get another year older. And Father Time catches up to everybody. And again, I was not alive back in the late 60s. But from what I understand, the guys that did watch the Yankees from the early 60s when they were in the World Series in 1960, 61, 62, and 64 is that overnight, everybody got old. And then the Yankees were bad until 1976. So that is exactly what's going on here. At least it seems everybody's got old overnight. DJ LeMahieu was a 364 hitter a few years ago, won a batting title. Giancarlo Stanton the last 2 years hit 215 last year. He's hitting 199. Giancarlo Stanton's never been a high average guy, but God almighty, the guy would hit the 260s. You know, Anthony Rizzo was a guy that was always a 290, 280 hitter. He's hitting 258. He can't find anything. He's opening up so early. Every at bat, he opens up early. Every at bat. Josh Donaldson's just absolutely horrible. This is a guy that was an MVP years back and was one of the great players and hitters in the league. He ain't that guy anymore. He's 37. But yet the Yankees somehow figure, well, you know, we'll keep bringing these guys back that aren't winning World Series, that don't hit for high average, that only hit home runs, that don't play winning baseball, that beat up on bad teams, make the postseason, get their ass kicked, get embarrassed, and go home without a championship. We're going to keep running that back, even though these guys keep getting older and older and older. And you know who else keeps getting older and older and older? The prospects that get buried in the minors behind these dinosaurs that are hitting 140. Why is Esteban Florial still in the minors? Why is Peraza still in the minors? Why is Rortvedt still in the minors? Why are they there? Are you telling me Esteban Florial can't be better than IKF in left field? Are you telling me that? Are you telling me he can't be better? You can't move Bader to right and put Florial at center? You telling me that you can't DH Stanton and bring Florial up to play the outfield? Is this what you're telling me? You telling me that Peraza can't play third base and he can't be better than Josh Donaldson? You tell me Peraza can't hit better than 140 at the major league level? If that guy can't hit 140 at the major league level, then you absolutely your scouting team sucks, because that's a guy that you drafted. And if he can't do better than Josh Donaldson, that's unbelievably bad. Are you telling me when you go out and trade for Ben Rortvedt, who's 25 years old, he can't do better than 215 from Jose Trevino? You telling me those three guys that I mentioned the other day can't do better than the crap that they trot out in the field every day that hits 140? It's sad. So either they're lying to us and they know that this team is a World Series caliber team, and somehow they think they can pull the wool over Yankee fans' eyes. That doesn't happen. The Yankee fans are smart people. I know people are going to say, oh, they're not smart. New Yorkers are stupid. Whatever. New Yorkers are a lot of things. Stupid's not one of them. Right? We are arrogant. We are abrasive. We are obnoxious. We are loud. Those qualities do pretty much embody New Yorker. The other things we're very smart. We're street smart. We have common sense. We work our asses off. That's what New Yorkers are. And New Yorkers expect the same shit from their team. Yankee fans are not stupid. They see what goes out there. They know what they want. That's why I said the other night when Higashioka bunted two guys over, you heard a loud roar from the crowd because he bunted two guys over into scoring position. The crowd applauded a bunt because they understand what the hell it takes to win baseball games in New York. Al Steinbrenner must think the Yankee fan doesn't know what the hell they're doing. They must think today's their first day watching baseball. Well, it isn't. Every time I start one of these live streams, you notice I always start with a frickin' rant. It's unbelievable. This team pisses me off more than any team I follow. Dashy, my man, thank you so much for super chat, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you, Dashy. I appreciate that. I'll bring that up on the screen for my guy, Dashy. Hold on one second over here. There it is. Dashy says, Rage video is still up, and I had to respond to Crazy Dog again. That damn Crazy Dog. That damn Crazy Dog. Crazy Dog. He's a Guardians fan, right? Yes, Alex, yes. Good call, bro. That is a good comparison. Vernon Wells, Lyle Overbay, and Travis Hafner. And that 2013 Yankee team is terrible. By the way, just so you know, if the playoffs started today, the Yankees would not be there. The Yankees would not be there if the playoffs started today, okay?
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yeah, that's right. They wouldn't be there. Brad, what's going on? They do need more marinating. They do. They need marinate. They got to be, the Yankees, Brad, the Yankees want the players that are in their 30s and 40s. So they're waiting for the minor leaguers to get into their 30s before they give them a shot. It's so stupid. Lake Nona, Mike Moran, RJ Ramos, Dashy, Jonathan Marino, Bluegrass Picker, Logan, Alex, thank you for being here. Brad, my man. Devin, what's going on? Diehard Bears fan, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you back. D Hall, Mikey Bombers, thank you all for being here. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Ring a ding, 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 ding the bell. We'll be live at the Lakers tomorrow, most likely. And yeah, I know, man. The 2009 Yankees were much better. Nav Karan, James Vegas, Russell Fellow, what's going on, guys, girls? Looking forward to calling this game, as I always do. Depending on what's going on later, I may do the Magic game just because. Well, like I said, I might not do this one, but I want to do one with Kai Soto. I want to take a look at him. I'm going to watch a game anyway. I think the Yankees should be sellers, but the thing is, Mike, they're not going to be. Cody Bellinger hitting fifth today for the Cubs. That is a name that has been floated around as trade rumors for the Yankees for quite some time now. And of course, his dad, Clay Bellinger, was part of the '98 Yankees, staple at Old Timers Day. So his dad donned the pinstripes for one of the greatest teams ever. Cody Bellinger would be a massive addition to this team. But the Yankees will not be sellers because that's not what they do. And number two, if they get into the wild card round, that's good enough for them. And they're right there. So because that's their goal is just to get into the wild card, that's the front office's goal. They're going to be buyers. Luke, what's up, Andrew? Kerm, yep, Kai Soto's on the Magic. Tilray Zing, what's going on? Charles Adderley, how you doing? All right. Here we go. Garrett Cole about to throw his first pitch for the Cubs. DH, our old friend Mike Talkman, the Sockman, will lead off. The shortstop Nico Horner will bat second. Left fielder Ian Happ bats third. Right fielder Seiya Suzuki will bat fourth. The center fielder Cody Bellinger bats fifth. Second baseman Christopher Morel bats sixth rather. Catcher Yan Gomes about seventh. The first baseman Trey Mancini will bat eighth, and batting ninth, playing third base Miles Mastrobuoni. Here's Mike Talkman hitting 240, 2 homers, 19 RBIs. Dashy, thank you again, my friend. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you, Dashy. Appreciate that. Bring that up on the screen here. Dashy says, do you think the Reds should be buyers? They should definitely be buyers, Dashy. You guys are right in the thick of winning that NL Central. Absolutely. You guys have been in the playoffs in a while. Go for it. 0-2. Fouled away. So yeah, Dashy, I would definitely be buyers. Definitely be. All right. Crowd on their feet already. That's the bleacher creatures doing the roll call. It'll be an 0-2 pitch. Fouled off Trevino's mask, and Talkman stays alive. 0-2. Somebody is having a barbecue outside. I got the window open down here. It's a little cooler today, so nicer. Talk to my wife, though. I think I am going to get a yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dash. You're in first place. You got to be buyers. You got to go for it, bro. I'm going to look at getting an air conditioner because it's been brutal down here. Today's a little better, but I can smell somebody cooking out. It smells damn good, man. Smells like ribs. Definitely some ribs or something being cooked out there. Something barbecue. Maybe some barbecue chicken. Whatever it is, it smells amazing. It's my favorite thing, man. The smells of the summer. Chlorine, cut grass, and grill. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled away again. 96 right down the middle, but Talkman. A little late, but got a piece. We're just underway here in the top of the first between the Yankees and the Cubs. Cubs took game 1, 3-0. Yankees had a whopping 2 hits. Cole kicks and deals low. Let me fix this really quick. There we go. That's what I want. Right there. The pitch fouled away again. So Talkman the Sockman staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. Let's go. I don't need the right BTU AC. I just need a window unit. That's all I need. I'm not worried about BT. I just need something to cool it off down here. The 1-2 pitch. Hey!
He gone.
So Cole gets Talkman after a solid battle there. Russell, my friend, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you, my man. He says, Russell says, hey, Baddog, ex-Yankees young arms, Tyone and Montgomery. Yeah. Tyone shut us down last night, didn't he, Russell? Pitching there for a strike, high slider to Horner. And the count is 0-1. We're just underway here for the big ballpark in the Bronx. No score, 1 out, nobody on for the Cubs. But yeah, Tyone shut us down really nice last time. Of course, I could throw, you or I, Russell, could throw a 6 shutout against the Yanks. 0-1. Check the swing. He did not go, and the count's 1-1. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Nico Horner hitting 278, 5 homers, 44 RBIs. His average and RBIs would lead the Yankees, by the way, just so you know. Nico Horner would lead the Yankees in average and RBIs. Foul or hit in the air to deep right field and onto the track to make the catch is Stanton. There's two-way, Big G. I say it all the time. I am certainly never biased when it comes to ripping my play. Not even ripping my players, but calling them out when they suck and giving them credit when they're good. And I've said this a number of times. Outside of Aaron Judge, who is my favorite Yankee, and I think he's most guys' favorite Yankee, Stanton is my second favorite. I love Big G. Big G is one of my. He always has been. Even when he was with the Marlins, I loved Stanton. He sucks this year. It's frustrating to me because I really like him. That pitch is in there for a strike to Ian Happ, and the count is 0-1. But he's been terrible. He's just been so bad. But I again, man, just because he's one of my favorite players, I mean, I ain't gonna say, oh, make an excuse. He's just been bad. Pitch, just off the plate outside 1-1. Of course, Stanton did. Again, I'm not using injuries as an excuse for these guys, but DJ LeMahieu, Giancarlo Stanton, these guys are hurt and really haven't been the same since. 1-1 upstairs, 2-1. So, well, I mean, Jim Abbott, he did throw a no-hitter against one of the best hitting teams in the league. The 93 Indians are no joke. 2-1. Fouled away. Count 2-2. Come on, baby. I have an extra spot for sound effect because I actually had 2 Yankee win things. I didn't realize it that I had that. I had 2 of them, and I did not realize it. So I have that. It'll be a 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Short left field coming on as IKF. He makes the catch. Good hitting for Cole and the Yanks. Cubs will go 1-2-3 in their half of the first. We played 1 half inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Cubs nothing. Yankees coming to bat. Dashy, you're the man. Thank you again, brother. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you, Dashy. My guy Dashy says, to quote The Rock for the teams behind us, know your role and shut your mouth. That's right. Or we can give him one of these, Dash. We can give him one of these.
Shut up, bitch.
We can give him one of those, too. You can give him one of those. One more for Dash. One more for the teams behind the Reds. One more for him.
Shut up, bitch.
There you go. Yeah, Tyone had a 70 ERA. Like I said, Alex, I think anybody in this chat could shut the Yankees down for a few innings, quite frankly. They've been pretty bad. I don't think there's any question about it. Maybe today they get it going. Like I said, I've streamed the last 4 games I've streamed, they've won. So we'll see what they got. We'll see if they can get another one today. But I mean, I'm at my wit's end with this offense. I am at my wit's end. It is so bad. And here is the Yankee starting lineup. These averages will make you want to vomit. Leading off and playing shortstop is Anthony Volpe. The second baseman, Gleyber Torres, will hit second. Right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton, hits third. The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo, cleans up today. Center fielder, Harrison Bader, will bat fifth. DH Josh Johnson in the lineup, hitting a solid 140, will bat sixth. Third baseman, DJ LeMahieu, bats seventh. Left fielder, IKF, probably our best overall player, which is absolutely pathetic, hits eighth. And not to take anything away from IKF, but IKF should not be the best player on the Yankees, and he probably is. Batting ninth, catcher Jose Trevino. On the mound for the Cubs, Drew Smyly. This guy has been around forever. I'm pretty sure he started in the Pirates organization. He has been around a long time. He's having a good year. He is 7-5 with a 4.10 ERA. Looking to lower that ERA today against one of the worst offenses in the league, maybe the worst overall. And we'll start with Anthony Volpe, who takes a high pitch for a ball that counts 1-0. 3 runs is a tall task for this team, Russell. It'll be a 1-0 from Smyly to Volpe, and he fouls it off the catcher's mask. Count 1-1. Yankees are, yeah, they are, Albert. You're right. They are like a nursing home team. Volpe hitting 217, 12 homers, 31 RBI. No, one thing I will say is Volpe has actually been very good since June. He has been very good, and his splits are much better. The pitch swung on and fouled away. Dare to Goater, my friend from north of the border. Thank you so much for the super chatted.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you. He says the Jays are in a rain delay, so I'm locked on the Yankees, hoping they lose. Sorry, Baddog. Love the stream as always. Pitch swung on and grounded weakly to second. Throw on to first. Volpe's retired. No, listen there to Goater. I don't blame you. I mean, we're battling for the wild card, of course. You would want us to lose. V-Rock, thank you for the super sticker, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you for being a friend.
How's it going, V-Rock? Yeah, you know V-Rock. It's going all right, my friend. Just lounging out here. It's Saturday, Saturday Yankee baseball summer. That's what it's all about. Wish this team was a little bit better. But I really appreciate the super chats and super stickers, guys and gals. Thank you so much. The pitch to Glaber. Good swing, and he swung so hard. He swung so hard. He hurt himself. You can't make this up. There's no way that went off his foot. Glaber swung so hard, he hurt his ankle. The guy literally swung so hard, he hurt his ankle. You can't make it up. How about a nice controlled swing through the box? He literally hurt his ankle swinging so hard. Did not foul the ball off his ankle. Literally hurt his ankle swinging. Because he swung it so damn hard. There is such a difference between swinging hard and swinging fast. There's such a difference. And unfortunately, the batting coach of the Yankees, nor their analytical department, they don't know the difference. These players don't know the difference. Everything has to be a home run swing for these guys. It's pathetic. The 0-1 to Glaber. Low 1-1. Glaber's frustrating. I loved Glaber, man. His first 2 years of the Yankees, I thought this guy was going to be a special player. I mean, they were comparing him to Mantle, DiMaggio, all the greats. Pitches in there for a strike, 1-2, and then just like every other Yankee, right off a cliff. Right off a cliff. God, that tastes good today. It'll be a 1-2 here to Glaber. By the end of this, I may need a beer. I don't have any. 1-2. Way upstairs, 2-2. No score here in the bottom of the first. Yankees and Cubs are knotted at 0. Probably saying the Yankees have 0 for a while today. It'll be a 2-2 from Smyly to Glaber. The pitch. He struck out. So Glaber will go back to the dugout. He's complaining. The pitch had plenty of plate and it was plenty high enough. What are you shaking your head for? Glaber, boom, what are you talking about? Ball's right down the middle of the plate. Shut up and go sit down. This is a pure strike. Oh, plenty high enough, plenty of plate. It's almost down the middle of the plate. It's not where he catches the ball. It's where it crosses the zone. You not know the strike zone, idiot? Stanton takes upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That was all the way in the strike. It wasn't even borderline. That was almost down the middle of the plate, knee high. That's a strike. 1-0. Oh, forget about it. Stanton hits the ball forever. It's going to land in New Jersey. Bye, Felicia. My guy, Big G.
You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes.
says enough of that BS, Baddog. There you go. Oh, I got to put this up because I don't have this for whatever reason. We gotta put the Yankees. I don't normally have this. Big G, the ball hasn't landed yet. Oh, man. Hits it into the freaking second. That ball was absolutely killed. Can we just have highlights of this? And I mean, my God, you can't hit the ball harder than that. The pitch to Rizzo, again, opening up early and grounding it right to first. He's out. But the Yankees do get a run on one. That should actually count for more than one. Giancarlo he should be arrested for what he just did to that baseball. Holy shit. I think that hit the facing of the third deck up. That was absolutely killed. That's why I love Giancarlo Stanton. I told you, man. I have no problem calling him out for being bad. I love the guy, though. I love him. I think that ball needed a plane ticket to travel that far. What's the agency that checks for flights? What is that agency? I think they need to be alerted. Actually, I think Giancarlo Stanton, I think he just sent that one into outer space. That was absolutely smoked. Bye, Felicia. Indeed, diehard Giants fans. Get a couple of these.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
That's why I love him. I can't believe how far he hit that ball. That has to be 450 feet. I don't care about all the stupid StatCast shit that they show, but when a guy hits it that far, I don't care about the launch angle. I don't care about the exit. I really don't. But when a guy hits the ball that hard, I want to see how hard he hit it. That ball has to be 115 miles an hour off the bat. It's got to be 450. Alan Porter's behind the plate today. Russell says I'm in Chicago. I think I just saw that ball land here. That was, he killed that ball. The Yankees should get 4 runs for that one. He killed that. Joe Matumbo says the sound of that ball hitting bat hurt my ears. That was like you know what that was? When Big G hit that, Big G took a swing and he said, that's exactly what that was. So we go to the top of the second. The Yankees got Garrett Cole his run. Now he needs to make that stand up, which is on the outside corner for a strike. Count 1-0. Listen, I'm on a 4-game winning streak as far as the Yankees go, so hopefully they can win their 5th in a row. See a Suzuki. Cody Bellinger, Christopher Morel will be the batters. Pitch is swung and grounded right in front of the plate. Trevino picks it up, waits for Rizzo, throws the first, and gets Suzuki one away in the Cubs. First, there is Big G. This is just stupid how far he hit that ball. Didn't hit the facing of the third deck. Like, seriously, I've never seen a ball hit that far in my life. That was my God, where does this go? It hit the 4th deck. It hit the facade of the 4th deck up there. It hit the upper deck facade. That is unbelievable in left field. He hit the facade of the upper deck in left. That is stupid how far he hit that ball. And Bellinger gets underneath one to right field. He was hitting 303 and 9 homers. There is Big G underneath it. Whenever Stanton, me and Big G got to get in the gym one time together. I'll teach Stanton how to throw around some iron. Guy is a beast. TC Steele, that was stupid how far he hit that ball. Where's the statistics on that? When do we get to see how far he hit that? I got to know. Pitch in there for a strike. Count 0-1. 2 outs, nobody on. Quick 2 outs here for the Cubs. Christopher Morel having a nice season for the Cubs. 276. Leads the team at 15 homers. 38 driven in. 915 OPS. Pitch. Low. Yeah, Brad, it needed its own passport and visa indeed. I mean, like I said, I don't know what that thing is called that check the flights in the air, but they need to be alerted to to that missile that he just launched. That was insane, Dire Giants fan, indeed. 1-1, low and outside, 2-1. It's true, Lake and Oliver. They don't score unless they homer. We know this. That's why I said Garrett Cole got his one run, and he's got to make it stand up. maybe somebody else can run into another one for the Yankees. The 2-1 pitch outside, 3-1 to Morel. Jan Gomes awaits on deck. 2 outs, nobody on. David, my man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I really appreciate it. The 3-1 in there for a strike. My guy, David. He says, hey, Baddog, I'm still shocked the Phillies swept the Rays recently and have won 13 road games in a row. I hope the Yanks can give you a win and a smile. The Yanks can give you a win and a smile. Thought the best smile will be when Baboon is finally canned. This is a fact pitch. He walked him, so a 2-out walk. Not good there by Cole. But, yeah, your Phillies did us a favor. I'm guessing you're a Phillies fan. And the Rays have kind of leveled off. The Yankees can't do anything about it. The Yankees take a step forward and they take 2 steps back. It's crazy, but that's what they do. But yeah, the Rays have leveled off. Philly's getting hot. 4 in the pitch clock. Cole deals to Gomes, and the pitch is swung on and hit in the air to center field, and that's going to dunk in there for a base hit in front of Stanton. Bader had no chance, so the Cubs have runners at first and third. Good base running by Morel, as you would do that with 2 outs. So the Cubs with a 2-out threat. Again, it's not about the exit velo. It's about hitting them where they ain't. Now, Stanton hit the ball 600 miles, and nobody's there except for the fans. Eric, my friend, thank you so much for being a member for 29 months, almost 2.5 years, my guy. Appreciate you. He says Stanton's home run is 447, 118 miles an hour. I got to be honest, the 118 I agree with. That had to have went farther than 447. Mancini takes a swing and fouls it away. The count's 0-1. The Cubs are being aggressive up there early in the count. Mancini hitting 243 for almost 26 RBIs. Now, I don't know if we have any Cubs fans in here, unless diehard Bears fan is still in here. But one thing I'll say about the Cubs, the 0-1 line drive right to second, knocked down. Glaber picks it up, throws on the first, and gets Mancini, and that right out of side. So the Cubs get no runs, 1 hit. They leave 2. We've played 1.5. We go to the bottom of the second. Yankees 1, Cubs nothing. Bobby, my friend, welcome back to the Dog Pound, brother. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for coming back to the Dog Pound, baby. We appreciate you, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Everybody in the chat, say hi to Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Bobby from Vermont, our buddy. When I was part owner at a card shop and I'd work, I still have the MLB radio package. It's the best $20 I spend a year, man. It's $20 a year. I can listen to any game that I want to. I can't watch any game, but I can listen to any game I want to. And I love listening to baseball games on the radio. I always, like I said, when I do these games, I fancy myself as a radio broadcaster because I can't show you the game. I loved Ron Santo. You want to talk about a guy? I loved Ronnie so much. I would listen to Cubs games just to listen to Pat Hughes and Ron Santo call the game. I loved him. And I know Ronnie, lost his life to diabetes. There's something he battled for a long time. And I wish Ronnie was alive to see the Cubs win that World Series. That is why I wish he could have called that because he deserved it. If anybody did, he did. And I need a Ron Santo rookie because I collect Hall of Fame rookies. I loved Ronnie. I don't know how you could be a fan of baseball and not love Ron Santo. Just the best. I loved him. He was like the Cubs version of Phil Rizzuto. They'd openly root for the team, and you're not supposed to, but they would do it anyway. And they had like their quirky things that they did. Just I loved him. I mean, he was the Yankees version of Scooter. So it was great. We're doing good, Bobby. We're doing good, man. There is Big G. Probably looking at that. I think that he broke the tablet. You know what Stanton's saying? He's like, I didn't get it all. I didn't get all of it. I think that's what he just said. He's like, I didn't get all of it. Hit that one off the end of the bat. He killed that ball. Yeah, Oscar, why not? And maybe we can get Henry Cotto back, Jonathan. Get Henry Cotto back in here. Maybe Ron Kittle. Maybe we can get those guys. Maybe we can bring back Jay Buhner. And that pitch is Swan and hit a mile in the air in foul territory. Now going towards the seat. Boy, that ball really took off towards the seats and out of play. Master Buani thought he had to play it, but the ball the wind took it. Bader took a swing like Stanton, but hit the ball about 400 feet less. Thank you, Bobby. Yes, we're almost at 125,000. We'll get there during the football season. We're like 124,700,000. 124,700. We'll get there. My man G Money in the house. What's up, buddy? Hello. He says, I'm here. Best of luck to the Yankees. I don't like the Cubs. My guy G Money. I'll be in your live stream later, brother. What time did you say that was, G? Is it 5 o'clock my time or 6 o'clock my time? I'll be watching, brother. I'll be watching. Pitch in there for a strike. My guy G Money, I love G Money. He's a slot player on YouTube, and I found him years ago, and I listened to him the way he talks in the machine and the things he likes and doesn't like. He sounds just like me at the casino, and he doesn't bet huge. He doesn't bet like a penny. He bets like $2-3 a spin, which is so he's at my level. I can't bet like crazy, and I don't max bet a lot either. Because we have a budget, and we don't go crazy. But just the things he doesn't like, I'm like, he sounds exactly like me. So I started watching him. Just got to 1,000 subscribers. He's almost at 1,100. Check swing right back to the pitcher. Bader's out. And he's almost at 1,100 subscribers. So big ups to G Money Slot Video. It's my guy. Big Giants fan too, by the way. He lives out in California. He's a Giants fan. So shout out to my guy G Money. 6 p.m. my time. I'll be there, buddy. I'll be there. Hoping you win big, brother. Want to see you get that hand paid, my man. It's got to happen. Thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate it. How can I be the man when you're the man? And that's a great last name. Here's the pitch. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the second. The Yankees lead 1-0 on a ball from Giancarlo Stanton that hasn't landed yet. If you guys don't want to throw up, Dire Giants fan, they can drop the link to my guy G Money's channel. I appreciate that. We could get him to 1,100 subscribers. That'd be awesome. If you guys don't want to lose your lunch, just close your eyes or change the channel. Josh Donaldson's up. I already have a nauseous feeling in my stomach. It counts 2-0. He'll take a swing as hard as he can, regardless where the pitch is, the 2-0. And he actually takes it right down the middle for a strike. It counts 2-1. Josh Johnson hitting a whopping 140. That is not an error. A Major League Baseball player with over 100 at-bats is hitting 140. And hitting in the middle of a lineup. And he takes a big rip and misses at a pitch 2 feet out of the strike zone, way late on Drew Smiley's 93-mile-an-hour fastball. He was a day behind it. There's Josh Johnson at home this year hitting 105, 4 solo homers. This guy is pathetic. He's 4 for 38 at home if you do the math. Oh, did he get one? Donaldson, hey! See what I mean? The guy absolutely freaking sucks. But he hits it into the seats, and
You can put it on the ball. Yes.
do I just gotta talk shit about Josh Johnson every? Josh Donaldson rips one into the seats, and you can say, bye, Felicia. That one is out of here. He sucks ass. Five home runs, 5 solo homers, and 20 at-bats. Or I'm sorry, in 39 at-bats at Yankee Stadium. That's all the guy does. That's all he does, people. He runs into one once in a great while. That is not a winning ball player. It's the only guy in the world that I get pissed off at hitting a home run for. I just want him off the team. The guy hits a home run, and he's, we got to keep him in the lineup. I just hate, I don't like that type of ball player, and they're all like that. Here is DJ LeMahieu hitting 219, and again, you want to talk about disappointing, man. This guy, he just fell off a cliff. He just got old overnight. 1-1 to DJ upstairs, 2-1. Not the same guy that was MVP consideration. Don't worry, Josh Donaldson will make out next time. Fans will boo him. They should. One home run does not erase how bad you are, buddy. It doesn't. I mean, even Bartolo Colon hit a home run before. So 2-1, swung on and missed. Gigantic ripping him. Again, that is not the way DJ LeMahieu used to swing the bat. DJ over swinging at a pitch up and out of the strike zone. That's not what he would do. He would normally take a nice level swing and hit the ball the opposite way. Bobby says Donaldson homer, we're losing. I know. Doesn't that happen, Bobby? Pitch to DJ's upstairs 3-2. Every time Donaldson homers, we lose. It's a fact. It's a fact. Sabrina, my lady, what is going on? On the Mod Squad representing. Matt N also said we lost because Donaldson hit a home run. And Josh Donaldson, the 3-2 pitch. DJ pops it up foul. Out of play, and the count is 3-2 still. Josh Donaldson has got to be the only player in history. He's got to be the only player in the history of Major League Baseball that when he hits a home run, the fan base is mad. He gets no credit. We know that he's going to be stuck in the lineup again, and we know every time he hits a home run, we lose. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. It's hilarious. Pitch. DJ rips the ball into the corner. That's down. Drops in for a base hit. It rolls into the left field corner. DJ LeMahieu trots around first and ends up at second with a stand-up double. There we go, DJ. Let's go, baby. A double for DJ, and the Yankees have a runner in scoring position. Their first hit, that's not a home run. I don't know what happened to him, John. At least he got a hit there. But it is funny, man. It's funny because I'm not alone. Like, I'm thinking I got to be the only person in the history of baseball to get mad when somebody on his team hits a home run. But most of the Yankee fans are pissed off when the guy hits a home run. It's funny. It's funny to me. He might be more hated than Aaron Hicks. I mean, I didn't even think that was possible. Pitch to IKF is up and in. The count's 1-0. So the Yankees lead 2-0. A solo homer by Stanton. We're still trying to find where that ball landed. And then a solo homer by Josh Donaldson. DJ LeMahieu doubled with one out. That's where we are in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Yanks. LeMahieu on at second. IKF made me look good the last game I did this because I said that he does a lot of little things to help the Yankees win. He had a sacrifice fly. He's way up in front of a change up there, and the count's 1-1. Again, you don't want a team full of Isaiah Connor-Falepas, but this guy is just a baseball player. He plays everywhere in the field. He doesn't have a ton of power. He can hit one once in a while, but he does little things. He bunts, he steals, he hits sacrifice flies, he can get a base hit. He's a guy you want at the bottom of your order. That's where he belongs. 1-1, low, 2-1. You know, he takes pitches. This is a guy that you want filling out your order. He's not going to hit in the middle of the order. He's not going to win a bag title. He's not going to win an RBI title. But again, this guy has intangibles. And you know, we poke fun at him now and again, but this guy, honestly, I said at the beginning of the game, he may be the best overall player on the Yankees when Judge is out. That's sad because he's a guy that hits. He's a utility fielder. He grounds a foul. The count's 2-2, but he probably has been our most consistent guy this year. So give credit where it's due. Booze, what's going on? Crazy Sifter, what's going on? Oh, well, I mean, you talk trash about all of them, Crazy Sifter. They all do. I talk trash about Donaldson all the time. Giancarlo Stanton, I just said he's not good. He hasn't been good this year, but he's one of my favorite players. And I was going to say that's a strike. IKF doesn't argue. He walks back to the dugout. It's the same pitch that struck Gleyber Torres down. And Gleyber whined about it. IKF's just like, that's a good pitch. And it was a good pitch. Yeah, man. Again, Giancarlo just hasn't been good. I mean, that's not talking trash. It's just a fact. They've been bad. It's not trash talking. I'll still trash talk Donaldson. He's ass. I love Big G, but he's been bad this year. Pitch to Trevino in there for a strike count. 0-1. Again, it's not really talking trash about the guy when you're just talking about how bad they are. You know, Philadelphia Eagles, like they're a good team. Talking trash about them, even though they're a good team, that's talking trash. That pitch is inside and called a strike. Now, Trevino would have a beef about that one. That was not a strike. Not a strike, and they called it a strike. He doesn't like the call. I don't blame him. That was not a strike. You better be giving that freaking pitch to Garrett Cole. If I'm Trevino, I'm saying you better give that to my pitcher too then. So I barely see catchers argue. You'll rarely see a catcher argue balls and strikes when they're at the plate because they want the same pitches for their pitcher. Yankees looking for some insurance here. We're in the bottom of the second. They have two solo homers, one by Stanton, one by Donaldson. They 2-0. DJ LeMahieu on at second with two outs. The 0-2 pitch to Trevino's up and in. Brushed him back. Looks out at Drew Smiley. And we'll step back in the box. Braven, what's up? Dominic, Nick, what's going on? Min Bach, thank you all for being here, guys and girls. Appreciate it. Max, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for being here again. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, ring a ding ding the bell. Nick says, I bet someone threw Dallas's ball back. I would have. It'll be a 1-2 to Trevino, up and in again. Trevino, stick your boob into that one. Take one for the team, man. Dominic says, smash those likes. Yeah, we'll check the numbers during the commercial break here. See if we can get those likes up. Last Saturday was Bobby Bonilla Day. Yes, it was, G Money. Bobby Bonilla Day. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day. It'll be a 2-2 here to Trevino. The pitch, he fouls it away, and the count remains 2-2. You think the Giants are going 12-5? I have about 9-8, Bobby. Not because I don't think that they're going to be better, but I think their schedule is a lot tougher. Where are we for likes? 151 in here, 75 likes. We can do better. We can get up to 100 likes, guys and girls. Let's get 100 likes. Come on. Come on. Let's get 100 likes. Come on. Come on. Brandon, what's up? Thank you for being here. It'll be a 2-2 pitch here to Trevino inside 3-2. So from 0-2 to 3-2. Smiley has busted him inside this entire at bat. You would imagine here you're going to go with an off-speed pitch outside. That's what I would do. I would definitely go outside with an off-speed pitch here. He's got Trevino looking in. I'd definitely throw a slider on the outer half of the plate. That's what I would do. It'll be a 3-2 pitch. And Trevino bloops it into center field. Going to be a tough play coming on, and eyewash for Cody Bellinger. Definitely did not need to slide at all. If David Cohen called that eyewash, an unnecessary slide, Cody Bellinger could have just ran through and caught the ball. But the Yankees do get a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We played 2 full. We'll go to the top of the third. The Yankees 2. And the Cubs nothing. David, my man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate you.
Give me a hell yeah.
Thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate it. He says, I used to call Didi Gregorius double play Didi when he was with the Phillies because that seemed to be the only thing he could do with a runner on first most of the time. You know why? Because Didi was another guy. You know, he got that Yankee Stadium thing in him where he tried to pull everything. Now, I loved Didi. Didi was very good for us for years. Still feel like the Yankees miss him. But yeah, when you got guys that try to yank everything into the seats, and they open up early and they try to pull those outside pitches, they're going to roll over, hit a lot of weak ground balls at the infield. A lot of double plays happen that way. You know, Matsui used to do it all the time, and I love Tadeki. I love Tadeki Matsui, one of the most clutch Yankees ever. Used to destroy Pedro Martinez. And he grounded into so many double plays because he tried to pull everything. It was rare that Matsui ever hit the ball that he opposite field. Am I doing the All-Star game this year? I don't know. I haven't decided. So we will see. Yeah, I like DD too. I like the commercial. I forgot who the guy was. Was it Glaber? Or he's like, did we just become best friends? Yeah, doo-doo, DD. Sometimes he was doo-doo, Russell. Sometimes he was. Jandry, what's going on? Says, hey, my brother, I'm at the Yankees game right now. Let everybody in the section know. Let's go Yankees, and tell them to subscribe to Baddog Sports. What are we doing? Jandry, tell everybody in your area, subscribe to this crazy-ass Italian. And ask the people in your section what they think about shitty skunk mullet Josh Donaldson. Well, Cole now has a 2-0 lead. That should be more than enough. Pitches swung on and line down the line. Cubs off to a good start here in their second, as that's a leadoff double for Miles Mastrobuoni. Good old Italian fella. So the Cubs, with their third hit of the day, or their second hit of the day, rather. And then I'll bring up Mike Talkman. He is 0 for 1, struck out in the first. My next 24-hour stream, Bobby, I don't know if I'm doing one. I've toyed with the idea of doing it in August, but I have not committed to it as of yet. The pitch in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1 to our old friend Mike Talkman, the Sockman, as John Sterling called him. The Yankees lead 2-0 in the top of the third. Mastrobuoni on at second with nobody out. Cole deals a Talkman, and it's upstairs. The count's 1-1. Yep, Cole got hit hard the last time I did the game, but he did battle through and they ended up winning. So hopefully, but Cole does not look like he has very good stuff today. He's been in the middle of the plate and he's only got one strikeout, I believe. So. Pitch off the plate, check the swing. Did he go? He did not. The count's 2-1. Garrett Cole hasn't won in a while. Talkman hitting 238, struck out in the first. It'll be a 2-1 pitch here to Mike. Cole set at the chest, and the righty kicks and deals, and that pitch is swung on and grounded to first. Cole's got to get over in a hurry, covers, and he did not beat him. I replay that if I'm the Cubs. I believe Talkman beat him to the bag. I'm sure that the Cubs manager will say, hold on a second. Cole is late getting over there. Talkman hustled down the line. Runner does go to third either way. He might have just got, well, they're not, well, they are. This is close. Cole is lollygagging his ass over there. I think Cole did beat him by like a fourth of a step. We'll get a better look here. Yep, he did. He just beat him. Yep, he just beat him. Got him by a quarter of a step. So runner at third with one out. And that'll bring up Nico Horner. The pitch to Nico is fouled away, 97 by Cole, but again, right in the middle of the plate. Count 0-1. So Master Bonnie on at third with one out for the Cubs. Top of the third, 2-0 Yankees. Solo homer by Stanton in the first, solo homer by Donaldson in the second. Those are the Yankees' 2 runs. I think Stanton's ball is just coming out of orbit now as we speak. The 0-1 pitch in there for a strike. Pitch may have been below the knees, but called the strike. I forgot who my guy Dashy said the home plate umpire was tonight. I agree, G Money. I think they'll be playoff contenders, but not Super Bowl contenders yet. But I think we will be better. I think in a couple of years we're going to be serious competitors for a Super Bowl. Low 1-2. Without question, I think the Giants will be Super Bowl contenders in a couple of years. Just not quite there. We're getting better, but I think we need another year or two, and we'll be golden. Barkley will be a Giant. I still have a gut feeling. The 1-2 pitch, grounded right up the middle, off of Cole's hand. Run's going to score. Nice play by Glaber, and then a great stretch by Rizzo. Glaber had to come in. Now, let's see if Cole's okay. It looked like it might have got him in the hand. Master Buani scores. It's 2-1. Cole tried to grab that ball with his bare hand. I don't know if it hit him or not. It did. It caught part of his hand. It slowed it down. Glaber had to make a play. Nice barehanded grab and throw by Glaber. It was a little wide of the bag, but Rizzo with a nice stretch got the runner. But the Cubs do get a run. That's how you manufacture a run, people. A double, a ground ball to first to get him in, and then a ground ball scores him. That is manufacturing a run. Yankees do it with solo homers. Cubs do it by manufacturing. 2 out, nobody on top of third. 2-1 now, Yanks. Ian Happ at the plate, 0 for 1 today. It'll be an 0-1 count, 2 Happ. Cole sets, kicks, deals, swung on a miss, 95, blew it by him, count 0-2. Alan Porter, thank you, Dashy. Porter looks like he has a bigger strike zone. Cole's thrown 12 of 12 first pitch strikes. The 0-2 pitch fouled away, and the count remains 0-2. Eric Von Danimals. What's going on? He says Yankees win. It's no question. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Every Yankee win's questionable this year, man. Pretty bad. Pitch. Grounded weakly up the middle. Volpe fields on the right side of second. Left side of second. Throws Happ out that retire side. But the Cubs do get 1 run on 1 hit. We play 2.5. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Top of the order coming up for the Yanks. Yankees lead 2-1. I don't think that each Yankee W eases the angers. I think that a lot of fans understand what this team is, and they're not good. I know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people understand. That's what we were talking about this earlier, that Josh Donaldson hits a home run, and the Yankee fan base hates when he hits a home run. And I've never seen anything like it because they know that the guy sucks. They know that when he homers, we usually lose. His home runs are meaningless, and that's all the guy does. He hits 140, and he runs into a ball now and again. And Yankee analytics love that. They're like, look at all the home runs the guy hits. Guy's ass. Exactly, Smokestack. Donaldson did a homer. We all know what happens. That's exactly it. Where's my Robo? I don't want Robo Umps, Dashy. I don't want the Robo Umps. I like the human element to the baseball game. Volcano menu is back at Taco Bell. Some lady eating. It just does not look. That does not look appetizing to me, man. Maybe it's because I eat so healthy, but even when I have my cheat meals, like when I'm gonna have a cheat meal, man, I'm gonna have a cheat meal. Like I'm not eating Taco Bell. I'm going and getting me, like I said, I didn't end up with veal parm last night because I wanted dessert. And if I ate veal parm, it would have been too heavy and I wouldn't have eaten my dessert. So I went with the filet mignon and the penne pasta. I got me some bruschetta though. I ate like a loaf of bruschetta. I freaking love bruschetta. And then I had my cappuccino pie and I had half my wife's amaretto cheesecake because she didn't eat it. And I'm like, we're not throwing that away. I had a couple of chocolate martinis and then why not? I had a beer, We got my empty carbs in there and I came home and I had a couple of bowls of Golden Graham cereal, and that was my dinner and dessert. We had the sugar crash last night, and I woke up this morning about 9:30. Felt good. Had my cup of black coffee, had my creatine and my pre-workout. Hit the gym for an hour and a half. Did some cardio. Did some shoulders. Did some abs. Came upstairs. Had me my protein shake with some creatine. My grilled chicken, and we're ready to call some baseball. A pitch. Won't be big swing and a pop-up foul that counts 0-1. No, I don't like lamb. Lamb is fattening. I do not like lamb at all. The 0-1 to Volpe pitch inside 1-1. And I don't eat penne. It's rare that I eat that either. It's just it was a cheat meal. Might make cheese bacon fries. That sounds pretty good. I can't eat that stuff. 1-1 pitch. Fouled away, count 1-2. Extremely rigid diet. And it's just it's a psychotic diet. That's why I always say when people ask me how I lost weight or what I do, I always say, do not do what I do. Do not do what I do. You gotta be an insane lunatic to eat the way I do. Pitch fouled away by Volpe. Dominic, thank you for being a member for 10 months, my friend. Appreciate you, brother. Says, whenever I'm at work, I need to put up that gym fail video up. When we were last hour, funny shit update on my brother. Still work in progress. So there you go. Hopefully everything's going good with your brother. And absolutely. The pitch. Swung on a miss. Volpe swings at a pitch upstairs and misses it. A strikeout for the Yankees. How does my stomach hold all that food? I can eat like nobody's business. I mean, I definitely can put it away. There is no question. But what happens, Janice, is this is why I started going to cheat days and not cheat meals. But because it's the summer, I just do a cheat meal. So I cut back on like 5,000 calories throughout the day because I want to get shredded by the end of. And I say that to people at the gym, like, what do you mean you're trying to get shredded? You're already there. I try to get more shredded. I try to get incredibly lean by Labor Day. But I ate so much the day before football, like the opening day of football, I ate so much, I threw up. And I'm like, I can't. But I really can't eat a shitload of food. I don't know. Pitch. Swung on a miss, count 1-1. It's not so much my stomach muscles. It's just my stomach size. Like those competitive eaters aren't really fat. They just can hold a lot of food. I honestly don't know. Like I can sit down and eat 2 pounds of grilled chicken like it's nobody's business. It's a lot of food. 1-1. Check the swing, and he did go. The count's 1-2. Same thing with 20 ounces of ground turkey. I mean, I normally eat a lot. It's just really healthy. That's what it ends up being. It's just a lot of protein. So I normally do eat big portions for like not so much for breakfast. Breakfast and lunch are smaller. Dinner is bigger after I work out. I want a big dinner so I just can relax and go to sleep. 1-2. Bounce up there 2-2. Not to mention you get acclimated to whatever you're doing. You adjust to it. Your brain adjusts to your appetite. Your stomach adjusts to your appetite. And when you go to the gym, you learn mind muscle connection, muscle memory, all that crap. It's weird. It's amazing how your brain works. It really is. The 2-2 to Glaber swung on and lined up the middle, and Bellinger will have to play that one on a hop. So a base hit for Glaber. And the Yankees have a 1-out single. That'll bring up my guy, Giancarlo Stanton. I think the ball is just landing now. This guy absolutely Murdered that baseball. Third hardest hit homer in Major League Baseball this season. 118 miles. There's no way that only went 447. I'm sorry. That went 487. And the pitch to Stanton inside 1-0. Nope, I have no stomach issues, Diet Bears. And again, I'm used to it. Like my stomach's used to me eating like that. That's why. I mean, my blood sugar, I crash. I said that last night during a stream. Like I will have a sugar crash because I don't eat sugar except for my cheat day. When I get a lot of sugar, my blood sugar spikes, pitches up, stairs, counts 2-0. My blood sugar, I can feel it go up, and then it crashes down. It's because I don't eat a lot of sugar, but I eat it that day. I don't eat sugar throughout the week. I have artificial sweetener, but no real sugar. So when I get real sugar, my blood feels it, my stomach doesn't. It'll be a 2-0 pitch to Stanton, low 3-0. The other thing I joke around about, I grew up in the late 70s, early 80s, so you could actually punish your children back then. If I said a bad word, I got soap in my mouth, and obviously it fucking helped because I never swear now. But I had a bad mouth, so I ate a lot of soap as a kid, and I have an ironclad stomach because I ate so much soap. That's the way I look at it. 3-0, Stanton's got to be turned loose here. And he takes a pitch at the top of the strike zone, and the count's 3-1. The old automatic. This is a damaged pitch for Giancarlo. I'll be honest, I'd probably rather have Gary Sanchez. That's how much I hate Josh Donaldson. I can't stand him. The 3-1 upstairs. So the Yankees have 2 on and 1 out. Then I'll bring up Anthony Rizzo, who is looking for anything, man. So the Yankees with 2 on and 1 out. Abused? No, that's not child abuse. That's the way you were raised back in the 70s. Pitch in their first strike, counts 0-1. It's not like I got punished for no reason. It's not like the parents just punished me to punish me. If I screwed up, I got punished. That's the way it happens. Your actions have repercussions. That's something that today's youth doesn't understand. That's why they're all fucked up and live with their mother at 30 years old, because you're not my generation. That pitch is line, base hit over the leaping first base try. Glaber had to hold up to see if the ball was going to be caught, so the Yankees have him loaded with 1 out. And then I'll bring up Bader. That's what happens. It's how you learn. My parents raised me correctly. This is why I go to work every day. This is why I work my ass off in the gym. This is why I work my ass off at everything I do. This is why each and every day I don't sit there and expect respect. I go out there and I earn respect, and I bust my ass. And I don't expect anybody to give me shit, ever. If they do, that's awesome. I certainly always appreciate a helping hand, but I'm not looking for handouts. Big difference the way a Gen Xer was raised. Big difference. But you must be young, Fahad. You must be a young person because you don't understand. Anybody my age will tell you that shit. That's the way we were raised. That's the way it was. Boone's not going to get fired. Pitch low, 1-0. Yep, exactly, G Money. Because you're younger than me, but you're from that era. We were the last of that era. We were the last of that era. You took a whooping now and again. Like Ray Liotta says in Goodfellas, everybody takes a beating sometime. 1-0, low, 2-0. Bader's got to understand here, the pitcher is in trouble. Do not expand the strike zone. Do not go out of the strike zone. He's in trouble. Make him come to you. Zone a pitch on 2-0. If it's there, take a swing at it. Don't overswing. If it's not there, take the pitch. The 2-0. Rip! Base hit inside of third and down the left field line. Glaber scores. 2-run score. Stanton scores. Rizzo's got a piano on his back, so he ends up at third, but a 2-run double. Let's go, baby. And the Yankees now lead it 4-1. Harrison Bader comes through with it. That's what I'm talking about. A line drive double inside the third base baseline and a 2-0 pitch. That is exactly what you want to do. He didn't try to do too much with it. Took that inside pitch and ripped it into the corner. And the Yankees still have a threat with second and third and one out. And Michael, my friend, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it very much. Sure, Los Angeles trade Ohtani before he leaves in free agent. They should, yes. Hopefully they trade him to the Yankees. Janice says I can vouch for that, but yeah, I mean, things are just different. Things are just different. That was not abuse. That's the way people were raised. You call it a strap. You call it a paddle. You call it, especially if you're Italian, you call it a wooden spoon. You caught racetracks, you caught hangers, you caught whatever your mother could get. Here's Josh Donaldson. I mean, I would never do that to my kid. I don't have that in me to do it to my son. I don't have that in me. I don't. I honestly don't know how parents could do that, but that is what they used to do back in the day, okay? The pitch. Donaldson takes inside 1-0. Let's see if Josh Donaldson tries to hit another homer. I would be extremely happy if this man, the infield is in, if he just took a pitch and hit it up the middle for a 2-run single. I'd make me happier than a home run. 1-0. Upstairs 2-0. Good job there by Donaldson, not overextending himself and being patient. Yankees could definitely use this guy to be hitting better than 140 if he's going to be in a lineup every day. Good crowd at the stadium today. Yeah, Colby, they've won 4 in a row. Yep, wooden spoon belt. We know, Janice. We know. We were that generation. We were that generation. There's no question about it. The switch. I never caught a switch. I did catch the strap though. The 2-0, 3-0. Listen, like I said, I never took a whooping I didn't deserve. The thing is, my mom's beatings they scared me more because I didn't know what she was going to hit me with. My dad was either his hand or if you really messed up, you get the belt. You did not want the belt. But my dad was just usually his hand. But I'll tell you what, I straightened my ass out, so I never got in trouble. 3-0, Donaldson takes a big rip and fouls it back. It's exactly the swing you want in 3-0. It counts 3-1. But it did. It straightened me out. I never got in trouble. I mean, that was the thing. I never got in trouble when I was a teenager. I was straightened out, but I knew better. So it'll be a 3-1 to Donaldson upstairs. Good at bat there by Donaldson. I give him credit. He did not try to do too much. He took what the pitcher gave me. Took a big swing on 3-0, fouled it back, and took the walk. Brian Dable over there. That looks like Brian Dable. Anybody watching the game? It's on Amazon Prime, by the way. Anybody watching the game? That looked like Brian Dable in the Cub dugout. Rucker's going to get up here for the Cubs. If Smiley's in trouble, the Yankees have 2 in. They have him loaded with 1 out. DJ LeMahieu at the plate. He doubled his first time at bat. The Yankees have 2 solo homers and a 2-run double by Bader. Smiley is laboring here already at 67 pitches with 1 out in the bottom of the third. With a wooden flat board that had holes in it. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Again, man, things are just different. They were different back in the day. Oh, big swing by DJ. Had a good rip out of fouled it straight back. Talking to himself, and the count is 0-1. My dad said that his mom would hit him with object. Yeah, that's what happens. But if you're an Italian person, I mean, you get it. Back in the day, I mean, that like I said, things are way different 40 years ago. DJ lays off a pitch low and in. The count's 1-1. I hope that the Yankees continue to put a beating on the Cubs here. This is what we want. We want the Yankees to continue to break out the paddle on Chicago. But yeah, the Yankees won 4 in a row when I was doing their streams. Their offense actually played well. Pitch, ground ball, that's going to be 2. Just second for 1 on to first, double play. So DJ LeMahieu ends that rally. It's just not DJ LeMahieu. DJ LeMahieu used to take that pitch to right field. Instead, he tries to pull an outside pitch and hits a room service 643 double play. Yankees get 2 runs and 3 hits. They leave 2. We've played 3. We'll go to the top of the 4th. It is 4-1 Yanks. Yeah, they are, Max. I agree. I hate that they put games on Amazon Prime. I don't know why they do it. You should never have to pay to watch your local team. It's so stupid. Now, I have every streaming service known to man because I'm a lunatic. Okay. But, we have Amazon Prime. I mean, everybody has Amazon Prime. Who doesn't have that? I have Peacock, and I swear that's the best $5 a month I spend anyway. I can watch anything on Peacock. I bought Peacock just to do the Olympic basketball. And then I found you could watch all the episodes of Everybody Loves Raymond. And I'm like, well, this is perfect. And then I found you could watch any wrestling you wanted to. Every episode of WWF Raw, they're all there. WWE. Every WWE pay-per-view, it's there. Every one of them, every WrestleMania, every SummerSlam, every Royal Rumble, every In Your House, every whatever. They even have the Wrestling Classic, which I never actually saw until like 2 months ago when I realized Peacock had the Wrestling Classic, which was a pay-per-view from 1985. You can watch all the SmackDowns. You can watch all the Saturday night main events. You can watch all the WWF prime times of Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon. You can watch WCW, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, whatever. You can watch all the WCW Starcades. It is, if you're a wrestling fan, especially like classic wrestling like me, I don't like today's wrestling. The product is trash. But if you are a wrestling guy from back in the day, the Attitude Era or the Golden Era from like the 80s and early 90s, Peacock is you want that, man. It is unbelievable. I watch it all the time. I always watch 1997 back. I watch the very beginning of Raw. I watch it up to the pay-per-view. Then I watch a pay-per-view. Then I watch all the Raw episodes. I never watched SmackDown because I didn't like SmackDown. But I watch all those Raw episodes from 97 into early 98 when Stone Cold wins the belt. And then I started over. And then I'll go back and I'll watch some WWF Primetime, WWF Saturday Night Main Event. Like, I love all that stuff back in the day. The Cubs now trail 4-1. We play here in the top of the fourth. Cole deals, and it's on the outside corner, but call the ball, and the count's 2-0. Cole does not like the call, stares in at the umpire. Don't blame him. Middle of the order for the Cubs, Suzuki, Bellinger, and Morrell will be up for Chicago. Attitude Era was the best, I agree. The 2-0 in there for a strike, 2-1. 97 to 2000 was the best. But I also really like the era from 84 to 92. I really, really like that era as well. They're putting a football game on Peacock. That's crazy. 2-1, swung on and missed, and the count's 2-2. 2002 is probably it was near the end of when I stopped watching it. I would say I stopped watching in 2004. John Cena was still the Doctor of Thugonomics, and I actually liked John Cena in that character. When Stone Cold retired, that's kind of when I stopped watching it. When he retired, and I started to fall off in 2002. That pitch is fouled away. The count remains 2-2. In 2002, I wasn't as like dedicated as I was in the 90s, like where I could not wait for Monday night just to see what the hell happened. But yeah, 2002 I started to peel away from it. And like I said, by the end of 2004, I was done. I haven't watched wrestling in 20 years. 2-2 swung on and fouled away, except for the female Royal Rumble that I watched because my son loves watching the girls. So when the Royal Rumble came on, I'm like, oh, I can watch this. I forgot I have Peacock. It's on. And I remember it was late at night. It was a Saturday, though. And I said to him, I go, you want to watch the girls' Royal Rumble with Dad? He's like, yes. So we watched the girls' Royal Rumble. The 2-2. Oh, he called it a strike. That's the
He gone.
So Cole gets a call there. That pitch is not a strike at all. Suzuki has a reason to be unhappy, but again, when you're the catcher, you're not going to argue that pitch was not a strike. Cole gets the call, and there's one away here in the Cubs fourth. For the life of me, Dashy, I can't remember the damn umpire. He sucks, Dashy. He sucks. I love the Ultimate Warrior EQ. He was my favorite wrestler when I was a kid. The 1-0 outside 2-0 to Cody Bellinger, who is 0 for 1. Oh, that was one of the best matches ever, Pasha. The Savage Steamboat Intercontinental match at WrestleMania 3 totally overshadowed Hogan and Andre. Pitch fouled away by Bellinger to count 2-1. Alan Porter, thank you, Dashy. Porter sucks. You know. Tiny Tiger, they do all right when I stream them. They do. Yeah, Rick. I mean, that's cool. I don't steal stuff, so I mean, I'll pay the $5 a month. It ain't gonna kill me to pay $5 a month for Peacock. So I'm not gonna worry about trying to get that for free. It'll be a 2-1 pitch. Outside 3-1. Come on, Cole. Throw strikes, man. You're up by 3. Let's go. Yeah, Major League is probably my favorite sports movie of all time, G Money. I love Major League. Yeah, it'd be nice, Hate Sam. We had a nice young infield. That would be nice. The 3-1, Bellinger took a big swing and got underneath it. Shallow center, Bader's going to come in and make the catch, and there's 2 away. Superfly down Morocco, and Superfly went off the steel cage with the the flying body press off the top of the steel in '83. That was a little before my time. I knew about that. I mean, I saw Superfly and Don Morocco wrestle, but I was a little too young for the cage in '83. I started watching wrestling. I pretty much started watching everything I watch in 1984. That seemed to be the year for everything. I've been a fan of the Yankees, Giants, and Knicks since '84, and I started watching wrestling in '84. That seemed to be the year that really sports really took over me. They used to be on USA Network in '84. They 1-0, hit off the catcher's foot or maybe his thigh, and Trevino will walk it off. 4-1 Yanks. We play here in the top of the 4th. Cole at 56 pitches. There is Aaron Judge. 2 outs, nobody on here for the Cubs. You're 53. Yeah, I'm 47, so I'm a little younger than you. That's right. Forget about the curveball, Ricky. Give him the heater. Yep, I remember Cornette, Fuji, and Yokozuna. Absolutely. I listen to Cornette's podcast. They're great. Pitch swung on and fouled away. Like I like Cornette's thing when he reviews the dark sides of the ring. Those are really good. Cornette knows a lot of shit, so I like listening to him. I don't listen to any other wrestling podcast stuff. Not even Stone Cold's, and I love Stone Cold was my guy. Obviously. I mean, you hear I have the Stone Cold stuff for sound effects, but I absolutely loved Stone Cold, but I don't even listen to his podcast. But I do like Cornette's a lot. The 1-2. Hey!
He gone!
So Cole strikes out 2 in the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left for the Cubbies. We play 3.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. The Yankees 4, the Cubs 1. All right, I got to go potty, guys and girls. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up and subscribe, everybody. Ring a ding, 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 the bell. I got to go potty, and that's a big fail on my part. That is the wrong sound effect. I was trying to say,
I'll be back.
it's still a little warm down here, but it's definitely a lot cooler than it's been the last few weeks here. Just smelling that summer air, like I said, somebody's grilling out there. It's just the best. I freaking love the damn summer. I love the summer. Serotonin levels are high, long days, hot weather, usually sunny this time of year. Like I said, the fresh cut grass, the smell of chlorine, and the grilling. And a lot of times people have a campfire in these areas, and they're making s'mores or whatever. I absolutely love that. Trivia question: 5 players hit 500 homers and played their entire career with one franchise. Who are they? Okay, well, a lot of them are Yankees. Well, maybe not a lot. Mantle's one. Eddie Murray. Nope, Eddie Murray did not play. Mantle's definitely one. I'm trying to think of the home run hitters. Hank Aaron. Unless they're going to say that he was a Milwaukee Brave and an Atlanta Brave, but Hank Aaron's one. Mays is not. A-Rod is not. Bonds is not. It'll be a 1-0. It's IKF, Trevino, and Volpe. 1-0. Schmidt for the Phillies. Not McGuire. And the 2-0. 3-0 here to IKF. Yeah, but I mean, Braves and Brewers are the same thing. That's what I'm talking about. Pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. They moved. I mean, that's not really. Aaron was a Brewer. When was Aaron a Brewer? He was a Milwaukee Brave and an Atlanta Brave. When was he a Milwaukee Brewer? Aaron, was he a Brewer at the end of his career? So IKF leads off with a walk. Did he play with the Brewers at the very end of his career? He might have. Schmidt was a Philly his whole career. Clemente did not hit 500 home runs. That pitch is inside 1-0. Shit. 1-0, 4-1 Yanks as he play here in the bottom of the fourth. Eddie Matthews. Ted Williams. All right, we're gonna do this. Actually, I don't think McCovey didn't play his whole. Ted Williams, Eddie Matthews, Mickey Mantle, Mike Schmidt. I don't know if McCovey played his whole career with the same team. Pitch. Fouled away. The count's to. I'm trying to think of who the hell McCovey played for. Was Mel Ott a. Oh, this is tough. It'll be a 1-2 pitch. Low, 2-2. All right, so this is what I'm gonna go with. Mel Ott, Ted Williams, Eddie Matthews, Mickey Mantle, Mike Schmidt. Let's see how many of those I get right. Or did Schmidt? No, Schmidt was a Philly his whole career. Pitch. Fouled away. Yeah, Ernie Banks. So it must not be Mel Ott. Or yeah, Ernie Banks. I knew it had to be a Cub. All right, we're gonna get rid of Mel Ott. We're gonna get rid of McCovey. Banks, Williams, Matthews, Mantle, Schmidt. Those are my guys. That's where we're going. That's final answer. Ted Williams, Ernie Banks, Eddie Matthews, Mickey Mantle, Mike Schmidt. Pitch. Swung on to be a double play ball. Right to third. They threw to second on to one. Trevino runs like he's got a piano on his back and he's out by a mile. Double play. So that threat's erased, and then I'll bring up Anthony Volpe. Volpe's over 2 today. The Yankees lead 4-1. The pitch upstairs. McCovey must have played somewhere else because those 5 guys that we mentioned did not play for anybody else unless Eddie Matthews went somewhere else. But I always thought Eddie Matthews was a Brave his entire career. Unless, again, the move to Milwaukee changed. I don't know. The move from Milwaukee to Atlanta mattered. I don't remember Eddie Matthews playing for anybody else. A 2-0 upstairs, 3-0 to Volpe. Smiley about to deal a 3-0, and it's upstairs. So Volpe walks. He was waiting to see if they call the old automatic. They do not. So Volpe on it first with a walk. Here it is. Again, we're going to say Ernie Banks, Ted Williams, Eddie Matthews, Mickey Mantle, Mike Schmidt. Those are my 5 guys. 5 players that had 500 homers and played their entire careers in one franchise. Schmidt, Mantle, Williams, Banks. It was Melott, son of a bitch. I had it. So I guess Eddie Matthews, they do not count that. He must, when they changed cities. I had Melott written down. We got 4 of them. I just wasn't positive because Melott played in the 30s. But I guess because Eddie Matthews went from Atlanta to Milwaukee to Atlanta, I guess it doesn't count. Volpe should run. There he goes. They got him picked off. And he's out. So Volpe gets picked off. And that is the end of the Yankee inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left because of the pickoff. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Volpe looked like he was diving into a pool. Look at him. He goes up. And he's out. Hit him right in the head. Sucks. Sabrina, I thought I had Melott written down. But I guess Eddie Matthews, because they moved from Milwaukee to Atlanta, I guess it doesn't count. But I had Melott. That was to me, that was the toughest one. I had it and I dropped it. No, I had Banks. I had Banks, Williams, Eddie Matthews, Mickey Mantle, Mike Schmidt. Those are my final 5. But I wrote Melott down. I wrote McCovey down. I crossed him out. I wrote Aaron down. I crossed him out. I crossed Aaron out for the same reason I should have crossed Eddie Matthews out. He did look like a 7-year-old playing Superman. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Oh, Matthews played for Detroit. I did not know that. I did not know that. Yeah, I don't Google stuff, so I did not know that. I don't know. Google's a very useful tool for stuff like that. I don't cheat. I either get it or I don't. It's not that big of a deal. The need to be right all the time. I don't really care. People that have that incessant need to always be correct have insecurity issues without a doubt, because nobody is correct all the time. And people are going to fuck up on a consistent basis. To err is to be human. Well, the Yankees have had Drew Smiley on the ropes the last 2 innings, and they've let him off. Couple of double plays, a caught stealing. Actually, that does go as a caught stealing because he did not go back to first. So technically, if you're keeping score at home, it is a caught stealing. The pitch in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Garrett Cole only had 59 pitches. There is Volpe. He was looking like Pete Rose going in there. That pitch is chopped foul. And the count is quickly 0-2 to Yan Gomes. It'll be Gomes, Mancini, and Mastrobuoni, the bottom third of the order. I guess they keep showing Volpe slide because it was funny. Like, I've seen this replay 19 times now. He's out every time. The pitch. Swung on and missed.
He gone!
So Cole starting to find it. Struck out 3 of the last 4 batters. When we hear in the Cubs' 5th, that'll bring up the first baseman, Trey Mancini. The pitch. Swung on and hit in the air. Shallow right field. Glaber back on the grass. Stanton calls him off and makes the catch. Glaber couldn't see. Stanton says, luckily I saw you because you would have been a greasy spot in the grass if I ran you over. 2 quick outs here in the 5th. That is a high sky in the Bronx today. Glaber hurt the eyes. He's like, I got it. I can't see. You don't look into the sun. It's like cleavage. You get a glimpse of it and you look away. You don't stare at it. That's from Seinfeld. Pitch upstairs. Count 1-0 here to Mastrobuoni. He doubled and scored back in the 3rd for the Cubs. Kleber still trying to shake the sun rays out of the eyes, maybe burn a little retina. 1-0. Upstairs 2-0. Bruce, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Master Buoni be hitting right in the middle of the Yankee order, hitting 159 on the year. Doesn't have a lot of at bats. Came in hitting 145. The 2-0. And the pitch is swung on the ground right to Rizzo. He vacuums it up. He flips to Cole, who again, Cole taking his time over there, and the Cubs hustling. Cole's lazy, and he just beats Master Buoni by a half step. Cubs go in order 1-2-3 in their half of the fifth. It's an official game. Not that we have a threat of rain. It's gorgeous there. 4-1 Yanks. Morris should be in and Jeter should be out of what? The Hall of Fame? You totally just discredited. You just show you know absolutely nothing about baseball. Number one, Jack Morris is in the Hall of Fame. Does not belong there. He does not belong there. With an ERA of almost 4, does not belong in the Hall of Fame. Not close to a Hall of Fame pitcher. Jeter, one of the greatest shortstops in the history of baseball. Over 3,500 hits. 5-time champion. Rookie of the year. World Series MVP. All-Star MVP. Yeah, he doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, you're brilliant, sir. I know they're both in, Michael. I know. Like I said, Jack Morris does not belong in the Hall of Fame. He is in there. And averages in the point is OPS. It's again, it's just not a smart statement. What is OPS, Michael? Tell me what OPS is. Tell me what average isn't important. Tell me what OPS is. I'm just curious. What is OPS? On base plus slugging? How the hell is average not a part of that? I don't know. The batting average isn't important. It's so stupid. Batting average is so important. That's why it's a triple crown category. I hate that shit. I hate that argument. No, average doesn't matter. Average doesn't matter. Yeah, right. It doesn't matter at all. So Josh Donaldson hitting 140, but he has 10 homers. So he's a good player because he has 10 homers because it raises his OPS. Caca. Hate that shit. Average is extremely important. Michael Rucker's in the game here for the Cubs. Yankees lead 4-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Pitch. Grounded foul. That's what I'm saying, Michael. It's caca. I hate it. I hate that they think average doesn't matter. It is a part of OPS. Your batting average is a part of it. I just don't understand that thinking. Pitch outside 1-1. That's why the Yankees are where they are. That's why they're such an inconsistent team, because they do not have a high average. And because they don't have a high average, their OPS also sucks. They have no on base. They just, that's it. All they do is slug, but if they don't hit home runs, they don't hit. That's why they're where they are. That's why they haven't been a competitor for a World Series in years, because they're not a fundamentally sound organization. You don't need a bunch of guys that hit 270, 280. Nice play there by Master Buoni, but he airmails a throw. It's going to go into the dugout, and that'll give Torres second base. So an infield single and an E5. And Gleyber will go to second with nobody out. That'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton. That's why the Yankees are so inconsistent, and that's why they can't beat good teams. Yeah, you can have one or two Giancarlo Stantons on your team, but you don't want a team full of them. Jeter was not a good shortstop, period. Okay. Pitch. Fielding-wise, no, he wasn't. Jeter was not a good fielder. Definitely was not. Stanton's had been perfect today, 1 for 1 with a home run and a walk. The 0-1 outside corner, 0-2. Yeah, he's a slap hitting second base. You're a fucking idiot. You know what? Here you go. This is for you, Chad.
Shut up, bitch.
You have no idea what you're talking about. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on it, hit in the air, deep right field, down the line. If it's fair, it's trouble. It is fair! And I believe it hit the foul pole. What's the call? I did not see what the hell happened there. It's a triple for Stan. I think that's a home run, guys. I thought this ball hit the foul pole. Stanton drills one to left, and then he hits a 312-foot homer to right. They're going to take a look at this. I swear that was a home run. Either way, the Yankees lead. I swear this hit the foul pole. Dude, that's a home run. That's a home run. It's going to be 6-1 Yankees. That's a home run. It's a home run. Wait a minute. It's under review. It's going to be a home run. Just waiting. Pasha, thank you for the super chat, brother. Really appreciate it, my friend. Pasha says, where to go? How many runs are driven with walks? Not many unless you're Barry Bonds. You're right about that. Walks are important, but you're not going to drive in runs with walks. But if you don't get on base, you can't score unless you're Giancarlo Stanton, I guess. I'm just waiting for this to be called a home run because that's exactly what it is. Brandon Katz is another moron that doesn't know baseball. And you can
put it on the board. Yes. Yes.
give me some Big G. My God, Big G, I told you he's having a rough year. He's still one of my favorites, always has been, always will be. And my man, standing up big today. Like I said, he hit a freaking 490-foot homer. Then he hits a 312-foot homer. They both count the same. The Yankees lead 6-1. Rizzo grounds out weekly, and there is one away. I agree, Jax. They don't know. They don't know. Anybody that says Jeter's a borderline Hall of Famer doesn't know shit about doesn't know shit about baseball, man, at all. Here is Harrison Bader. And the count is 1-1. He had 260 home runs. I wouldn't say he was a slap hitter. He also had 544 doubles. So I wouldn't say he was a slap hitter at all. Okay, a 310 career average, 3,400 hits. Drove in 1,300 runs, 5-time World Series champion. It's not close. It's not even an argument. If you're arguing Derek Jeter doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame, like I said, you don't know a damn thing about baseball. It's just a stupid argument. It's just that's pure hatred, is all it is. That's all that is. Swung on a miss. Bader tried to take a 3-1 pitch. It wasn't close. And the count's full. Pitch swung on a miss, so Bader down on strikes. And there's 2 away here in the Yankee fifth. He is the only Yankee to ever have 3,000 hits. That's correct. That is correct. He wasn't a good defensive shortstop, Michael. That I know. He was not a good defensive shortstop. He was overrated. I completely admit that. That's a high pop up. And that will retire aside. But the Yankees get 2 runs on 2 hits. The big blow. The Giancarlo Stanton home run. My guy Big G is back. End of 5, Yankees 6, Cubs 1. He wasn't a good defensive shortstop. As a matter of fact, he was one of the worst rated fielding shortstops ever. I'm not going to argue his fielding. That I will not argue. The Gold Glove thing is a popularity contest, and it holds no weight, in my opinion. Tino Martinez was great one year at first base, and they gave the Gold Glove to Rafael Palmeiro, who played like 14 games at first. That's a popularity contest. He was not a good fielding shortstop, but I don't care. The guy had 3,400 hits. Anybody with 3,400 hits is getting into the Hall of Fame. I don't care what they did elsewise. I don't care if Jeter didn't hit 1 homer in his career or he was a terrible field. It doesn't matter. The guy had 3,400 hits. That is an average of 200 hits for 17 seasons. That is impossible to do. You'd be lucky to see another guy get 3,000 hits because they don't play like that anymore. They all swing for the fences. There's a 280 hit. You know what? You can take a timeout for a little bit. You're just being such an idiot. I can't even stand it. Go sit in the corner. Go sit in the corner. He's a 280 hitter. He hit 310. So you're a fool. And he's not even a top 25 all. You're just a fool. You know absolutely zero. Go do something with yourself. Brandon's the type of guy. I guarantee you, the dude has no friends, no girlfriend, no job, no money. I would bet my paycheck on that. I'd bet my paycheck on. I got nothing better to do. I just sit in my house and troll on the internet. That is what I do. That's my life. I bet your parents are very proud of you, sir. That's a hell of a thing to accomplish. That pitch is swung on a ground weakly to third. There's one away. I mean, you got to be a fool to put for me to put you in timeout at my channel. You got to just say really stupid shit because I don't ever do that. I never do that. You just got to be a fool. And what you're saying about Jeter is you don't need to like Jeter. A lot of people don't like Jeter, and I'll agree. I think Jeter's overrated. And I'm a Yankee fan, but to say he's not a Hall of Famer, to say he's not a top 25 Yankee, you're just being an idiot. And you deserve it to be put in timeout. And you get no more of my attention either. That pitch is grounded to short. Volpe on the outfield grass throws the first 2 away. And the Cubs might have some early dinner reservations. Cole settled down nicely. He's got a 6-1 lead. Well, Russell fella, I could tell you a lot of women thought he was hot. That I know. That I know. Rays have lost 6 in a row. Pitch. Outside, 1-0. 2 out, somebody on in the top of the 6th. Yankees 6, Cubs 1. Ian Happ over 2. Flew out, grounded out. Hitting 251. The 1-0. Just off the plate. It's been called a strike today, and for some reason, the umpire has decided not to give it to him. See, Chad, I'll agree with that. That I will agree with. That pitch is on the outside corner, 2-1. That I'll agree with. Listen, I'm a Yankee fan, and I love Derek Jeter. But I agree. People overrate the guy like he's one of the greatest fielders ever. He was not a good fielder. 2-1. Outside 3-1. That I agree with. Some people put Jeter up there with Honus Wagner. He ain't Honus Wagner. He ain't Stan Musial. He's not those guys. Like this guy saying he's not a top 25 Yankee. Stupid. If you want to say he's not a top 25 all-time player, that I'd agree with. He's not top 25 all-time in Major League Baseball. The count is 3-2. I'll agree with that. And again, I'm a Yankee fan. Listen, I'm as unbiased as it gets. I will tell you how it is. 3-2, fouled away. And I do. I think that a lot of people do overrate Jeter. I've never been that guy, but to say he's not a Hall of Famer, that's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous to say the guy's not a Hall of Famer. The guy had almost 3,500 hits, won 5 World Series. What else? What else you got to do to be in the Hall of Fame? And would never tested positive for PEDs. Grounded back up the middle. Volpe right behind second. Fields fires, got him, and that is the end of the Cubs in the 6th. Cubs go in order. He played 5.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. The Yankees 6 and the Cubbies 1. I didn't know Griffey Sr. hated the Yankees. I knew Griffey Jr. did. Kind of like Vladimir Guerrero. That's why Vladimir Guerrero Jr. don't like the Yankees. I wouldn't say anybody ever thought Ozzie Smith was an overrated hitter. Like, I don't think anybody would ever say Ozzie Smith was, because he wasn't. Ozzie Smith got into the Hall of Fame because of his defense. He was only a career 260 hitter. He had no power. But again, he stole 680 bases, and he won a World Series, or 2 World Series. So, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame, Dashy. It's stupid. Pete Rose is a Hall of Famer all day, every day. I think they're going to put him in posthumously, which is bullshit. Pete Rose is a Hall of Famer. I don't care that he bet on base. I don't care. The guy's a Hall of Famer. Don't punish him for doing something he did when he wasn't playing. The guy had 4,200 hits. The guy won multiple World Series. Pete Rose is a Hall of Famer. Will always be a Hall of Famer. And in the 1999 All-Star game, when they had the all-time baseball team, 75th anniversary or whatever the hell it was, the ovation Pete Rose got was huge. And then Jim Gray was an asshole in the interview. And I remember Chad Curtis saying, "We're not talking to you because of what you said about Pete." Any fan of baseball is going to tell you Pete Rose belongs in the Hall of Fame. And I don't care that Bonds took PEDs. I don't care. Barry Bonds is a Hall of Famer. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. The guy was a Hall of Famer before PEDs. He was the best player in baseball before PEDs, constantly 30-30, MVPs with the Pirates all the time. Saw McGuire and Sosa, who were average players, take steroids and get all this notoriety. And Bonds is an egomaniac. And he said, "No, these guys suck." He goes, "Watch what happens when I take it." And then he became a modern-day Babe Ruth. And he was the greatest player I ever saw, steroids or not. Bonds is a Hall of Famer. Don't care what anybody says. Don't care. My opinion, Bonds is a Hall of Famer. Yeah, he juiced. Yeah, he played in the juiced era. He was the best of all those players. By far. Not close. I've never in my life seen anybody dominate the game like Barry Bonds did. Never. Steroids don't make you hit the ball. They may make you hit the ball farther, but and they help you stay. They give you more endurance. But that guy was just that guy was insane. He was one of my favorite players when he was a Pirate. I loved Barry Bonds. Never won a World Series though. Always be a knock on him. And a pitch upstairs, 1-0. Yep, I agree, Michael. I agree. Bonds especially, though. Clemens in the Hall of Fame? I think so. 1-0. It's called a strike. It wasn't a strike. DJ LeMahieu's 1 for 2. Doubled and grounded into a double play. Bottom of the 6th. DJ leading off. It'll be LeMahieu, ICAP, Trevino, the bottom 3 for the Yanks. The pitch. In there, or inside, 2-1. Yep, I agree. I do think eventually, I do think Clemens and Bonds get in. I don't know if A-Rod will. A-Rod is I don't know, 2-1, ground up the middle, because who knows when A-Rod really started. Ground ball to the pitcher, DJ's out. There's all kinds of rumors of when that A-Rod started juicing in high school. I mean, who really knows? But there was no talk about Clemens or Bonds using PEDs until the late 90s. And their careers are already Hall of Fame careers by that point. So those two guys that can make an argument. A-Rod, I loved A-Rod. Again, I don't care. I always was a big A-Rod fan, but I understand the reasoning for him not being there. But I do think that Bonds and Clemens get in eventually, and I think Bonds is a Hall of Famer. Bonds and Eric Davis were two of the most exciting players I ever saw. 0-1, low and outside 101, and put Ricky Henderson in there. God, I loved Ricky. I love the guys that stole bases. That was one of the most exciting things. That was fun about growing up in the 80s is guys stole bases all the time in the 80s. Those Cardinal teams were fun to watch. 1-1, inside 2-1. You had guys like Tommy Herr, Vince Coleman, Ozzie Smith, Willie McGee. They all stole a ton of bases. Tommy Herr one year drove in over 100 runs and hit 8 homers because the Cardinals ran so well. The 2-1 pitch to IKF, low 3-1. I don't know, Wolf. I really don't know. Like I said, with the A-Rod thing, there's a lot of speculation as to when he really started doing that. Like I said, with Bonds and Clemens, it wasn't until the late 90s, and they were already Hall of Famers, in my opinion. 3-1, swung on and missed. That's why I really only buy Hall of Fame rookies. I do own an 86 Fleer PSA 10 Barry Bonds, and I own a 1984 Fleer Update PSA 9 Roger Clemens because I do believe they will be Hall of Famers at some point. The payoff pitch to IKF. Swung on and sliced foul, right side out of play. We'll do it over again. Yeah, Acuna. I mean, I don't know if Acuna will ever hit that many home runs, but Davis is. I said that the other day, Bluegrass Picker. His 1987 season, 37 homers, 50 stolen bases, 37 homers, and 100 RBIs, missing 33 games. 3-2, and IKF takes a strike. That's the second time he got caught looking. 2 away here in the Yankees' sixth. That brings up Jose Trevino. I think that Eric Davis would have been the first 40-40 player in the history of Major League Baseball if he stayed healthy in 87. He might have even been 50-50. He stole 80 bases in 1986. I mean, he could have been 40-70 that year. Nobody's ever hit 40 homers and stole over 50 bases. Eric Davis would have done it that year. Eric Davis was one of the greatest talents ever. Injuries really curtailed his career, but he was so good. I loved Eric Davis, man. He was one of my favorite players ever. The 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2. I remember going to Cooperstown 1987 or 88 and buying an Eric Davis poster. Like Eric Davis was my guy. Mattingly, Eric Davis, Ricky Henderson, Barry Bonds. Those are like my guys in the 80s. Bonds was more early 90s. Popped up by Trevino. Right fielder Suzuki under it makes the catch, and that will retire side. So the Yankees go in order, and their half of the sixth will go to the top of the seventh. Yankees 6, Cubs 1. Nope, Canseco is 4. Nobody was ever in the 50-50 club, Willie. Only 40-40. Bonds did it. Canseco did it. I think Alfonso Soriano did it. Vlad was close. Vlad had 40-plus homers and 39 steals one year, or vice versa. Soriano almost had it twice. Soriano also missed by one of the years. I'm missing a guy. Canseco, Bonds, Soriano. There's a fourth guy, A-Rod. A-Rod is a 40-40 guy. So those are the 4 guys. Let me see. Let me see the 40-40 guys. Soriano, A-Rod, Bonds, Canseco. Those are the 4 guys. Wow, Acuna was close. 41 and 37. Wow. Wow. He was close. I didn't realize he was that close in 2019. He was close. Acuna's special, man. Matt Kemp was close that one year. I didn't realize that either. Yep, there it is. 2002. Vladdy had 39 homers, 40 steals. Soriano had 39 homers, 41 steals. Only 4 guys have done that. Acuna definitely has the talent to do it. Definitely. Top of the 7th, the Yankees lead this one 6-1. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Ring a ding ding the bell. Thank you for spending your Saturday with me. We got 113 likes. Yankees actually winning this game, looking for their 5th straight. while I stream anyway. Cole's still out there. He deals a ball, and the count is 1-0. The middle of the order, Suzuki, Bellinger, and Morrill for the Cubbies. Suzuki's over 2 today. Cole has settled down, just allowed 2 hits. Pitch upstairs, 2-0. The pitch. Grounded to and past the third baseman. And Donaldson could not get there to his left, so a leadoff single here for the Cubs in their half of the 7th. And then I'll bring up the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Eric Davis's tops rookie's way more than $1. Way more than $1. Eric Davis is, if you buy a raw one, yeah. You want to see an Eric? I'll show you an Eric Davis. I'll show you. Watch this. Eric Davis's rookie's $1, really? Let's see. Well, there's one that's $1,500 for a PSA 10 85 Fleer. Now they're asking that, so we can disregard that. But he's asking $1,500. This one has 5 days to go, and it's at $545. That is 5 days to go for bidding. $545 for that Eric Davis rookie. So a little more than $1. It's a little more than $1. I'm just saying. The pitcher swung in the air to center field. Coming in to make the catch is Bader. There's one away. I think I know the card. I've been collecting baseball cards for 34 years now. I know the market of this stuff pretty well. And yeah, his rookies are a little bit more. They're a little bit more than $1. If you want a beat up piece of shit one, yeah, I mean any of those could be worth $1. Find almost any rookie card for $1. Not the ones from the 50s, but you can find beat up cards for $1 anywhere. But you want a really good one, it's going to cost you. The 1-0 bounced up there, 2-0. 1 out, 1 on top of the 7th, 6-1 Yanks. The 2-0 pitch. Cole taking his time here. And it's fouled away. The count is 2-1. It's the most expensive card I own. I sold all my Brady stuff. I did have a PSA 9 2000 Bowman Chrome Refractor Tom Brady. That was by far. I have a PSA 4 Ty Cobb portrait. That's probably my most valuable card. 2-1 swung on a missed. Count 2-2. I'd have to double check. I think that's probably worth the most in my collection. Is a T206 card. I mean, I have a Ted Williams rookie, but I don't think it's. I have a 39 play ball Ted Williams. I don't think it's as much as the Ty Cobb though. The 2-2. Check the swing, and the count is full at 3-2. I can't imagine that Suzuki's going to run here with 1 out. The 3-2 pitch fouled away again. Yanks 6, Cubbies 1, top of the 7th. We have payoff pitch. Cole steps off. The pitch from Cole. Hey!
He gone.
Backwards K as he gets Zamora looking at a fastball right down the middle. There's 2 away here in the Cubs seventh. Oh, he just told the umpire to go take a flying leap at the moon, I think. 2 outs, 1 on top of the seventh. Yan Gomes at the plate. Cole deals down the middle for a strike. Cole's pitch count at 89. 2 outs in the seventh. May come back out for the eighth. If he can get Gomes out here pretty quickly. The 0-1. Curveball fouled away. The count's 0-2. It'll be an 0-2 pitch. Cole sets, kicks, deals, and grounded foul. Way out front, but got a piece, did Gomes. And the count remains 0-2. Cole steps off again. Cole set at the chest, ready to deal the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing, did not go around. The count 1-2. Yankees 6, Cubs at 1, top of the seventh. Suzuki on at first with 2 outs. Cole is having a good year, Lou, but he has struggled recently. He hasn't got a win in a long time. Pitch grounded up the middle. Volpe has it, steps on second, and that will retire side. Cubs get no runs and 1 hit. They leave 1. We've played 6.5. We'll go to the bottom of the seventh. Get up and stretch. Yankees 6, Cubbies 1. But Cole has pitched well, Lou. Looks like he's going to get the win today. He hasn't won in a while. You think you should start the All-Star game? I didn't see who is starting the All-Star game. Or do they just do they announce that after the fact? I mean, today's Saturday. The game's Tuesday. I mean, that'd only be 2 days rest. I don't know. I mean, it would technically be a throw day, I think, for him. So we'll see. We shall see what we shall see. Thornton Mellon, yes. Thornton Mellon was great. I love it. Eric, my man, thank you so much for the super sticker, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you for being a friend.
My guy Eric brings it in. Yeah, this way for one of them, baby. And that way for the other. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Eric, man. Appreciate that. My man, Eric. Thank you, brother. Somebody's got the Jeter shirt on there. Yeah, Cole actually started out really well. He had a couple rough games, but he, like I said, he's been pitched well. He just hasn't won in a while, Lou, but he definitely all-star worthy, without question. He's been very good this year. Very good this year. Just the Yankee offense hasn't really helped them out. They haven't helped out a lot of their pitchers. Their offense is pretty crappy. The fun thing is we get to see Giancarlo again in this inning. Maybe Stanton can hit 3 homers. funny, man. I said at the beginning of the game, I said Giancarlo Stanton outside of Judge is probably my favorite Yankee. And I've always been a big fan of Stanton, but I will definitely call out a player when he's been bad, and he has been bad. And I still love him. He's still one of my favorite players. It's funny because he hit a home run in the first inning that went about 450 feet, and they saved 447. I swear it was. I went up to the side of the upper deck in left field. Like, who the hell hits the ball there? Nobody. And then he hit one Yankee Stadium home run that hit the foul pole just down the right field line for a second homer. So he's 2 for 2 today. He's got a couple homers, 3 RBIs, and a walks. Maybe he's starting to find it, but it just goes to show you the guy can hit the ball out of any part of any park. The guy is so strong. It's just funny because the first home run he murdered it. The second home run he flipped it over the right field wall. So it's crazy. Stanton is that strong. He is ridiculous. The problem with him, card vibe, is he's inconsistent. I mean, that's the thing. Stanton, I wouldn't say he's inconsistent. Streaky's a better word for Stanton. Stanton could look like garbage for 3 weeks, like he's not close. And then for 2 weeks, the guy hit 8 homers in 2 weeks. He's that player. I mean, I'm with you, Lou. You know, you and I agree on that. I'd much rather see rallies built with base hits over home runs. But I do love when Stan hits home runs, because when Stan hits a home run, they stay hit. Like he kills the ball. So it is fun when he hits the ball a mile. But I'm with you. You know that. We talked about it before, Lou. I'd rather have 4 singles and a run over a solo homer and a run. Always. So it'll be the top of the order for the Yankees: Volpe, Torres, and the aforementioned Giancarlo. Volpe takes low. Count is 1-1. Assad in the game here for the Cubbies. Split that up. It says as sad. The 1-1 to AV. Swings in, loops it there. Just foul. Ball hook foul at the last minute. He got jammed on that, and the English took it foul. Volpe over 2, walked in the 4th. Average at 216. He's cooled off a little bit. He was red hot. At his average all the way up to 227 at one point. 1-2, high, and the count is 2-2. Yankees lead this one 6-1 in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. Swung on a grounded weakly back to the pitcher. Assad has it. Flips to first. Volpe's out. 1 away. Recent cards. I bought him a Covey rookie, a PSA 7. And I bought a 1953 Topps Satchel Paige PSA 2. Because I love 53 Topps. 53 and 56 Topps are probably my favorite sets. They're just so gorgeous. Like, I love the horizontal action shots of the 56 Topps. I love the colors on the 53 Topps. I think they're unbelievably gorgeous. I really love them. So that was probably a month ago I bought those. But I haven't bought anything in a while because I bought a watch, and that took a bite out of my card money. 1-0, upstairs 2-0, so no cards for a while. $53 Topps really nice. Plus, 56 Topps is the last year. That was the year before they went to the conventional 3x5. They were a little bigger, and they were made of really thick cardboard. The card stock was thicker. And then they went to the cards that you see now, the size in 57. They've been that way since. They were a little bigger in 53 and 56. They were good. And 52, so Glaber, he takes the old automatic. Pitcher's not a strike, but called a strike. 3-1. Yeah, I like the Satchel Paige. Again, it's only a 2, but they're pricey, so I couldn't get a higher graded one. It'll be a 3-1 to Glaber, and the pitch. popped up foul. Surprised Glaber didn't hurt his ankle over swinging again. The count's full 3-2. You know, Wolf, that's a good call because when Volpe was hitting well, he was near the bottom of the lineup, and then they moved him to the leadoff, and he struggled. And again, it's funny because Boone guys get comfortable in the lineup, and then Boone moves him out of that spot. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. 3-2. Glaber fights it off and fouls it off, and the count remains full 3-2. I have not seen that. I don't have any 57 tops Mantles. I do want more Mantles. No question. I have a 56 Mantle. I've always wanted a 56 Mantle because that's the year he won the Triple Crown. I kicked myself in the ass for not buying the rookie when I had a chance to. I'll never be able to afford that now. As Glaber takes it up and in, the count, he walks. So Glaber on at first. And I'll bring up Giancarlo, who's got a couple homers today. Let's see if we can hit number 3. I have a 60 tops Mantle. I have a 59 All-Star tops Mantle, 62 tops Mantle, 56 tops Mantle. I don't have a 52. I'll never have a 52. Never. In a million, unless I hit the lottery. Never have a 51 Bowman Mantle, too. Always wanted a 51 Bowman. There's other Mantles I want. I have a 58 All-Star Mantle. Pitch, inside 1-0. I don't have a 57 Mantle, though. But I definitely need more Mickey Mantles in my collection. Who the hell doesn't want Mickey Mantle? But I definitely need more. I need more of those for sure. The 1-0. Oh, Stanton could have hit that one a mile. He's like, son of a bitch. He doesn't even move. He just stands. He got a little peach fuzz working there on the upper lip. Stanton trying to grow in a stash. It said, I'll take Stanton into the Iron Paradise, show him how to lift some weights, show him how to grow a mustache. 1-1. Low 2-1. I'm pretty sure Stanton knows what he's doing in the weight room, but I could teach him about the facial hair. 52 Mantle, like a one that's almost ripped in half, will cost you about 10 grand. The most beat up 52 Mantles are going to cost you $10,000. The 2-1, 3-1. Stanton with a good approach by Stanton today. I mean, recently, I'm pretty sure a PSA 9 Mickey Mantle sold for like $5 million. So 52 Mantle is stupid. It's the most sought after post-war card of every card. 3-1. Stanton lines it to center field. I mean, an absolute P. But he hit it right at Bellinger. I mean, if nothing else, you love the way Stanton has hit the ball today. He pulled a home run. He hit a home run to the opposite field. And then he just hit a line drive to dead center. So he hit the ball to every field, and he hit every one of them hard. Yep, I agree, Lou. I would like to see Volpe hit second. Here's Rizzo. He just can't get it going. He is 1 for 3 today. He hit a weak base hit that just got over the first baseman's try. Bottom of the 7-6-1 Yanks. 1 on, 2 outs. It'll be a 1-0 to Rizzo. Takes it in there for a strike. It counts 1-1. Start of the game for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. Harrison Bader with a 2-run double as well. The highlights for the Yankee offense today. Pitch. Low 2-1 to Rizzo. You'd really like to see Rizzo get going, man. Maybe Stanton has found it. Who knows? Giancarlo is a streaky guy, but Rizzo has been in a bad stretch. Is it raining in the Bronx? It's not raining here. It's cloudy, but I see people covering up, so perhaps there is rain. I see it got very dark, but I don't see any rain. The 2-1 to Rizzo, rather. Look at how early Rizzo opens up his hips. How have they not fixed this yet? Close his stance. Keep his hands back and his hip in. He opens up. He's flailing at the baseball. And he's way out in front of every off-speed pitch. He bounced up there 3-2. That'll give Glaber a head. I'm not Glaber. I'm sorry. Yeah, Glaber. I'll give Glaber a head start. Bader awaits on deck, 1 for 3 with that 2-run double. The Yankees lead this one 6-1. It'll be a 3-2 to Rizzo. Gleyber will take off from first. Pitch. Rip! And nice play. Rizzo hit that ball well, but it tailed right back to the shortstop, Nico Horner, who was playing behind the bag. And that will retire the side. So the Yankees get no runs, no hits. They lead 1. We played 7 full. We'll go to the top of the 8th. Yankees 6, Cubbies 1. Why did he decline the home run derby? Because it can mess up your swing. Guys don't want to do that. A lot of guys, it can mess up your swing when they do that. So all right, hit that thumbs up and subscribe, everybody. I might end this early today. We'll see. Yankees lead 6-1. V-Rock, I just like the 56 cards in general. Like 55, the 55 tops are similar. I like the horizontal design of the card, but I like the action shot behind it. And the thing with the 56 Mantle was it was the year he won the Triple Crown. So that's a big reason I really wanted a 56 Mantle, was for that reason. I mean, I like all the man. Like I would love a 54 Bowman Mantle. I really would like a 54 Red Heart Mantle. They're expensive though. 54 Dandy potato chips Mantles are really expensive too. Pitch. Outside 1-0. Cole is back out there for the 8th. It'll be Mancini, Mastrobuoni, and Talkman for the Cubs. Swung on a miss. Good slider there by Cole. Michael King warming up in the pen for the Yanks. Oklahoma, I don't think Oklahoma's going to be great. 1-1, swung on and grounded to short. Volpe scoops, fires one away. I do think that Oklahoma's defense is getting better, but I don't really know, man. When they lost Caleb Williams when he transferred to USC, it sucked. And Spencer Rattler was never the guy there anyway, so I don't know. I mean, Oklahoma will be, I mean, they're Oklahoma, so they'll always, be a top team, but they're not going to be like, I can't see them getting into the playoffs. They're probably not going to win the Big 12. I think they'll compete for the Big 12 championship, but I don't know if they can get past Baylor. I don't think they can get past TCU. Pitches lined off of Rizzo's glove for a base hit. So a 1-out single here in the 8th for the Cubs. His pitch count is 97, B-Rock. Buy every cheap Jeter card. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. I only have a couple of Jeters. I have a 93 Topps PSA 10. I actually bought that for my kid. I have a 93 SP PSA 8. And I have a couple of autographs. I have like a Fleer Authentics autograph, pitch, outside 1-0. And I forgot what the other autograph is, but I have a couple of autographed Jeter cards. And I don't have a lot of Jeter stuff. And it's only because I really, like I said, I really just buy Hall of Famers. And there's a lot of other guys I prefer to buy. The guys before I was born are the guys I like to, like I 101 there. Like I mean, obviously I collect Mantle stuff. I'm a big Sandy Koufax collector. Like I love Koufax. That's a guy I collect as many Koufax cards as I can. Stan Musial is another one. I love Musial. Clemente is another one. I love Roberto Clemente and Hank Aaron. Like those are the guys I collect the most I can. And again, I get one in a while, once in a while, because it's not like I can just go out and buy them all. They're pricey. So I get, I pick one up now and again. It's just kind of how you do it. You just accumulate it over many years of collecting. But I await the national pitch bounce up. It got past the catcher, and going to second is Master Buani. Master Buani came in hitting 240 or 140 rather today, and he's 2 for 3 off of Garrett Cole. A very bad job by Trevino, by the way. He tried to backhand that instead of putting his body in front of it. That's just lazy. That's complete laziness. Boone's got another watch on. Again, I told you before, one thing I'll give Boone credit for, dude always has a different watch. Always. I'm a watch fiend. I can't collect watches. Like, watches are way more than baseball. Baseball cards are way easier for me to collect than watches. But he always has a different watch, and I always notice it because I am a watch enthusiast. He always has a different watch. I notice it every time I watch a Yankee game. The guy has a different watch for every game. If I had Boone's money, I'd do the same thing. I'd do the same thing. Vintage, just the history of it. Again, going to Cooperstown a lot. I've always been big into the history of baseball, always. So that's really how I got into it. The 3-1, that ball is going to be gone. That's not even close. 6-3. Mike Togman the Sogman comes back, and it's a Yankee Stadium home run. Just reached out and put it over the wall. 6-3. That'll be the end of Cole's afternoon. He's about 100 pitches, and Yankees had Michael King warming up in the pen. I'm going to imagine that Michael King will come in here. Togman went down and got that one. That was not a bad pitch, but that is a sweet spot for the left-handed batter. Actually, that ball got out pretty good. That actually went up. You looked like it was way out in front of it. He just dropped the head of the bat on it. That one about 385 feet. He hit that one pretty good. That is the end of Cole. So Michael King's going to come in here. Cole pitched a good game, ran out of steam there at the very end. A hot, muggy day in New York. He gave up 3 runs in 7 1/3, and he can win it. He cannot lose it. Yep, bring up Workvet. I agree. I agree with you. Boone is like a right. It's right. He's a broken watch. He's right 2 times a day. Even a broken clock's right 2 times a day. That's right. That is correct. Yeah. No, I am actually Michael King's one of our worst relievers. Diehard Bears fan. I'd be more concerned if Tommy Kahnle was coming out if I was a Cubs fan. Michael King's been bad as of late. Or at least it seems that way. He was warming. I mean, I don't know if that's the guy coming in. I just assumed it because I saw him warming in the pen. Kata, Marcus, he probably won't be back until September. I mean, they're hoping he comes back this year, but he ain't coming back for a long time. It's oh, that's cool. Yep, Lou, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, Nolan Ryan, how many years did Nolan Ryan pitch? 26? 26 years? Guy threw over 300 innings. How many years in a row did Ryan throw over 300 innings for the Angels in the 70s? And the guy lasted into the 90s. The guy pitched for 26 years, never had an arm issue, ever. King is in the game, and he deals low to Horner. King 2-4 this year, 2.87 ERA, but he has struggled as of recently. But I agree, Lou. They're not trained to pitch anymore. They baby them. The 0-1, horrible swing by Horner. That was not close. The sweeper, it's a slider. I agree. Boone does have zero feel for the game. I don't blame him for bringing Cole out in the eighth, though. I don't. I'm not going to get on Boone for that. Cole had less than 100 pitches. I think Boone did the right thing. I'm not. I mean, I'll cry. There's another wicked slider, and
He gone.
so King strikes out Horner. He just could not figure out this sweeper, and then I'm going to be in hat with 2 outs. But you know me. I mean, I'm looking to bash Boone anytime I can. But I'm not going to get on him for the way he handled Cole. I think Cole's your ace. You're up 6-1. He's got less than 100 pitches. Yeah, bring him out for the eighth, and if he gets in trouble, you bring him Michael King. So that pitch is in there for a strike to Hap, and the count is 0-1. Hap is over 3 today. Couple ground outs and a fly out. So yeah, I'm not going to get on Boone too bad. I think he did it right. Pitch swung on and grounded weakly to third. Right there is Donaldson. Throws across the diamond. Gets Hap, and that retires side. Cubbies get 2 runs, 2 hits. They don't leave anybody. We played 7.5. We'll go to the bottom of the eighth. The Yankees doubling up the Cubs 6-3. Yep, same thing with Clemens. I don't remember Clemens ever having arm issues. Like the Tommy John thing was rare back in the 80s, 70s, 80s. You didn't hear about Bob Gibson did not have arm issues. I mean, Koufax had shoulder issues. That's what ended Koufax's career. Koufax says, I want to be able to move my arms when I get older. Koufax retired in the prime of his career. Koufax could have easily struck out 4,000 guys and had 300 wins in his career. Easily. He won 27 games the last year of his career. He retired at 30 or whatever it was. Koufax was so good. Koufax was so good. I didn't get to see Koufax. I can tell you the guys I saw that were amazing. Randy Johnson. Maybe the best, probably was the best left-hander I ever saw. No question. Randy Johnson was absolutely filthy. Amazing. Greg Maddux. Greg Maddux was just a surgeon on the mound. No question about it. And I hated him. I hated him when he played for Boston. But I don't know if I've ever seen a better pitcher in my lifetime than Pedro Martinez was from 97 to 2000. I mean, he was, or 97 to 2001, whatever the hell it was. Pedro Martinez was just, it was stupid how good Pedro Martinez was. Where the average ERA in the big leagues at that time was like 4.5, and his ERA was under 2. And he was striking out 300 guys in 200 innings, and his whip was less than 1. And he pitched in the steroid era. Pedro Martinez, the late 90s, early 2000s, that's probably the best I've ever seen a pitcher in my life. So dominant at that time. Nobody dominated the game like Pedro did at that time. Nobody. It's the best by far. I agree, Mike. The 7-season clip for Koufax he was so good. I didn't get to see him though. Yep, Pedro was that era, that block. Pedro wasn't the best pitcher I ever saw in my life, but that 4 or 5 year period, he was. The 1-1 the Bader swung on him is Bader had a 2-run double back in the 4th, or 3rd rather. Yankees lead 6-3. Yeah, Nolan Ryan never won a Cy Young because he walked a lot of guys, and he didn't have the lowest of ERAs. That was really why. 1-2 chopped up the middle, going to be a tough play. Fields fires. Bader, wow, I thought Bader was supposed to be fast. That's a very nice play there by Morrill going to the backhand and throwing a weak bouncer to the first baseman. And somehow Bader didn't beat that out. He must have knocked it out of the box good. He was out. At least I thought he was out. Wow, that's close. Ooh. That's close. Nah. That's an eyelash. They're not going to replay that. Pitch is low to Donaldson. Donaldson hit a home run in the game and walked. Yep, Gibson never had any arm issues. A lot of those guys didn't. How did guys throw, 1-0 pitch? How did guys like Christy Mathewson and Walter Johnson pitch like every other day and throw 400 innings and never have arm issues? How do they last forever? We're talking in the 1900s, the early 1900s. Steve Carlton never had issues. Pitch, fouled away. There's a lot of guys that threw a ton of innings back in the 70s and 80s that didn't have arm issues. How many innings did Don Sutton throw? How many years did Sutton pitch? How many years did Gaylord Perry pitch? Like, how many years did those guys pitch? Fergie Jenkins. Like, how many years did those guys go? 2-1. That was low, but called a strike 2-2. The reason for the Mets downfall? They're the Mets, Johnny. I have no answer for the Mets. The Mets will Met. That's just the Mets. They're just a cursed franchise. 2-2 in there for a strike, and Donaldson caught looking. I'll admit the 2-1 pitch of Donaldson was bullshit. That one was a strike, but the 2-1 pitch was a ball. This is a strike. It was a good pitch. It hit the outside corner. I agree with that one. The pitch before was not a strike. That brings up DJ LeMahieu. He's 1 for 3 today. Doubled his first at bat. Pitch. Upstairs. 1-0. 2 out, somebody on. Bottom of the 8th. Yankees 6, Cubs 3. And the pitch. Low. 2-0. Yeah, Seaver was another one. He pitched a lot. Yeah, I saw those guys at the end of their careers, like, because Seaver was at the end of his career, 85, 86. I mean, I remember him winning his 300th game on Phil Rizzuto Day in 85. 2-0. Swung and missed. Gigantic swing there by Again, that is not a DJ LeMahieu swing. DJ LeMahieu on 2-0 would never take an uncontrolled swing like that. The batting coach must teach these guys, just swing from your freaking heels on every pitch. Normally, DJ takes that pitch to right field, 2-1, and then he hits a weak ground ball to short. Again, I don't know what the fuck this hitting coach is teaching these guys, but the Yankees open up. They're so wide open every time. Who the hell's this pitcher for the Cubs? Dude's fired up like he just won a World Series. Go to the top of the 9th. The Yankees are up by 3. And seriously, man, this Cubs pitcher acted like they just won a World Series. I'd imagine Clay Holmes is going to come in here to close it out for the Yanks. It's not like they've needed the bullpen the last few days. Yeah, I never saw Gibson or Koufax. Like I said, I saw Nolan Ryan like in the middle of his career, not the 380 strikeout guy that he was with the Angels. Randy Johnson almost broke that record. I think Randy Johnson struck out 372 one year. The record's 383 by that'll never be broken. Nolan Ryan's 5,700 strikeouts, is 383 strikeouts in a year. It'll never be broken. We'll never see another 300 game winner. That'll never happen again. May never see another guy reach 3,000 hits unless this Rays kid can keep doing what he's doing for the next 15 years. We may never see that again. We'll definitely see a guy hit 500 homers, but we will never, I don't think we'll ever see 3,000 hits. We'll never see 300 wins. We'll never see 300 strikeouts, I don't think, again. Guys just don't throw enough innings. I mean, Kevin, I never saw Koufax, so I can't speak to prime Koufax or prime Kershaw. I mean, I don't think LA Lou is old enough to, I know he's a little older than me. No, Lou would have been really young. I don't even think Lou saw a Koufax pitch. Like, Lou would have been really young. You'd have to ask somebody that saw Koufax pitch, like, in the late 50s and early 60s. You'd have to ask a guy that's probably 70 to know. I don't know how. I mean, if I'm just looking at numbers, I would say Koufax. And Koufax struck out 382 batters in 1 year. He won 27 games. He threw 4 no-hitters or 3 no-hitters, whatever it is, a perfect game. Did he throw 3 or 4 no-hitters, Koufax? I think he threw 4, and he had a perfect game. He was just, I would say it'd be him. Well, King is still out there. The count's 0-2. Yeah, Gooden in 84. Don't forget he set the rookie strikeout record in 84. So, yeah, Gooden 84, 85, 86 was one of the most dominant, but we know that drugs got him, unfortunately. 0-2, swung on the ground right back to King. He throws to Rizzo one away. It's a shame because I've told the story before. I met Dwight Gooden at a card show way back in 2008. He was the nicest guy ever. I mean, again, I'm not sitting here saying I hobnob with professional athletes because I don't, but I've met a lot of them, especially, with the Giants being in Albany for 16 years. I met a lot of Giants. I've been to a lot of card shows. I've had a lot of autograph signings. I've talked to a lot of players. I mean, it's not like I have wicked conversations with the guys, but I was able to have quite a conversation with Dwight Gooden. And like I said, for my money, he's the nicest professional athlete I ever met. And it's not like they were assholes. I mean, a lot of them are very nice, but Gooden was like next level nice. Really amazing guy. 1-0. Swung on and hit a home run in a silo, but it's going to go foul. And the count is 1-2. Bellinger mad, wanted that pitch back. Bellinger is a name that we've heard over and over again about becoming a New York Yankee, perhaps at the trade deadline. And of course, I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream. Cody's dad, Clay, played for the 98 Yankees. Was a bench guy, but was part of the Yankees, has been at many old timers' days. The 1-1, upstairs 2-1. We never hear any tales of Clay Bellinger being chased out of the Yankee dugout or the Yankee locker room or whatever you call it. Not the locker room, the clubhouse. Pitch. That ball is murdered into the gap, and it's going to fall short. Cabrera, who takes over in right field for Stanton, makes the catch. When Bellinger hit that, I thought it was gone. And it falls just short. And there's 2 away here in the 9th. The last hope for the Cubs is Christopher Morel. The Yankees looking to win their 5th in a row when I stream the games. Feeling like a good luck charm for this team. The pitch. Ooh. Hit Morel right in the back pocket. If you're going to get hit anywhere, you want to take one in the wallet. It's got the most padding. That's a pitch that just got away from Michael King. Obviously, no intent there. But that is exactly what you want to do. You see that breaking ball coming in, you just turn your cheek to it and you take it right there. Right in the Nike swoosh on the ass. And here is Yan Gomes. He swings and misses. The count's 0-1. Cubs down to their final strike. Yankees 6, Cubs 3. Morale on at first with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. The pitch swung on and missed. The sweeper. Count 0-2. Cubs down to the last strike. Ty Cobb, Bell, and Bonds. Yeah, they were some big ones. Babe Ruth was not the nicest guy either. Babe Ruth had some character issues. 0-2. Swung on and hit in the air. It's a blooper. Bader coming in, makes the catch. And
Ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
so the Yankees win the game 6-3. They improved to 49 and 41. They split the first 2 games with the Cubbies. They'll have the rubber game tomorrow in the big ballpark in the Bronx. Thank you guys and girls for being here. I really appreciate it. One last time, hit the like and subscribe. Ring a ding, ding, ding the bell and all that good stuff. Once again, the final score, the Yankees win this one 6-3. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go relax for the rest of my Saturday. I have to mow the lawn a little later, but I'm going to go do what I got to do. Take a little shower, relax, maybe take a nap. There's nothing like a good Saturday night. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys and girls. We'll see you next time. It's Baddog Disney. I'm out. Peace.